several of my neighbors from back home to donate several cows each. And that way that's enough beef to supply multiple people, multiple families with fresh meat.
I love it. Like I said, I want to make this a continuing thing. I don't want it to just be a holiday thing. I want to try to attack, you know what I'm saying, food insecurity in these impoverished areas, especially at the schools, especially when we have to worry about the Republican Party taking away free lunch and free breakfast programs. Like, we need to be proactive. We don't need to sit back and be like, oh, well, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. No, let's go ahead and close the gap and make sure that, you know, that at least they have a decent meal at home. At least they have something to pack for lunch, you know. At least they have some type of what?
A Lowe's?
Yeah, it's right around the corner.
Yeah, okay, so Lowe's will donate like all the stuff you need for the gardens. They donate it all the time. We have them. That's who's like partnering with us up here.
Why don't you just fly down here and help me organize?
Well, so we had the person from the organization.
In the comment section.
I don't know.
Probably because
nobody
you were
wanted to hear
talking
what
crazy
you had to
shit.
say.
So we had somebody who was like kind of
You're fucking pathetic.
that does all this stuff all the
Can't
time
handle
in
opposition.
this area. All right, fuck it, go ahead.
That's what I thought. Pathetic.
Nobody could hear you because I was speaking, and you chose to start speaking over me because you're rude.
And we have really expensive microphones, so they can hear us and they can't hear you.
Want to know something funny, Jack? I have my own face on my profile picture. Where's yours?
Yeah, hold on.
You made somebody your whole personality.
Not somebody coming in
like,
crying and then calling
That's
somebody
weird.
a crybaby is crazy.
Ugly ass face.
Like, literally.
You just came in and you're like, "Well, pay attention to me."
Hold on a
Do
second.
you want to have an actual conversation, or do you want to just
Hey,
continue?
did you hear this?
Speak like a baby.
Talking about ugly, bro? What? Ugly where, bro? Ugly where?
Ugly.
Field white?
Ugly.
Yeah. Ugly where, my guy?
Says the guy with the who has a man in his profile picture who
That
has
wears
a vagina.
diapers. That wears adult
Cry
diapers.
about it. Cry about it.
You're the only one crying.
Keep crying. Keep crying. Keep crying.
Y'all are not well.
You're pathetic. You fucking Dems are pathetic.
We're not Democrats.
Nobody here's a Democrat.
We're not Democrats.
We're not
cry.
Democrats.
You cry. Oh, Trump this, Trump that. Oh, Trump's gonna fucking ruin everything. You're a bunch of fucking idiots.
I'm not a fucking moderator. Listen, I know
shit,
that
my
your
bad.
very
You're not a
limited
fucking moderator,
vocabulary
'cause
makes it
you're a
very
fucking idiot.
difficult for you to function in society, and that's okay. There are dictionaries you can
Yeah, it's pretty
learn.
difficult for you to function, isn't it?
No, it's
No.
not. I do
All
just
that
fine, thank
fucking
you.
hating.
Yeah. So we're not Democrats. If you would like to have a
You sure sound
discussion,
like it.
shut your mouth. If you would
I don't
like to
have to
have a
shut my-
discussion, we can have a discussion. If you don't, then go cry to your mom. I doubt she gives a shit,
can cry.
but you can try.
Go cry. You're the one crying, not me. I'm sitting here.
You came in complaining off the break. Do you not understand what you're saying?
It's fucking hilarious.
I mean, I feel like Jack
You
is
can't
having...
even let me comment in the comment
Okay,
section because
yeah.
you're fucking scared
Paleogenic
to laugh.
ultranationalism me harder, Daddy. I want more. He's not gonna know what the fuck that means.
Yep,
Do you know what that
let's
means?
keep
What do you know what
fucking-
paleogenic ultranationalism is? Do you?
I don't really give a fuck what it is.
Exactly. Of course
so-
you don't.
He can't even spell nationalism.
He can't even spell fuck
You don't know what
correctly.
nationalism means, so-
We don't know what nationalism means?
What's the definition of nationalism, you dumb twat?
Sure. So the definition of nationalism is holding
I didn't
your...
ask you, I asked your fucking little dumb twat there.
So, Jack, can I just ask, because it sounds like your CPAP is not working very well. You sound like you might have some breathing issues. Maybe
My
your
breathing's
trailer might
just
have
fine.
black mold.
Field white.
That often
Yeah,
happens in
maybe
trailers.
your vagina has fucking black mold in it.
What is wrong with you,
Sure.
guy?
I don't think he's ever seen one.
I don't think
Yeah.
so either.
These are Trump supporters, y'all. Like, literally the worst of us. Literally the most disgusting human beings in society.
Yep,
Hey, y'all can
sure.
get rid of them whenever you want, though, because this is no...
I can't.
this
handle
is-
what you guys
Yes, you can.
Oh, you made me a mod.
Yeah.
handle what the leftists do. Just
Somebody took my phone away.
I'm just, oh God, he's such an annoying piece of shit. But yeah, call Lowe's. Lowe's is really good about like they'll donate like greenhouses, like the ones that you can attach, so they can grow year round. They'll donate the boxes. They'll donate soil. They're very, very good about that.
Yeah, he wasn't about to engage in any type of meaningful conversation.
Because Trump's his God. Trump.
I know. Guys' eyes are probably so far fucking apart that they never mind. I'm just gonna stop. I'm gonna be
He
nice.
looks like what is that? A hammerhead shark? He got
Yeah, I was gonna say Sid the Sloth.
We call them loose eyes.
Oh man.
Thank you, Scotsman. Thank you,
Andy,
Scotsman. I just don't have that one loaded up on my phone. It's on my iPad, and I'm on my iPad. But I appreciate you.
Andy, they do this stuff all the time. They come in and they're like, "You're ugly. You're ugly." Like, bro.
Okay, I'm
Guy
glad.
hasn't touched soap even on fucking accident.
I took a
Like,
shower.
ever.
I took a shower this morning. Washed my hair, shaved, did my
Don't
my
you
face
start.
routine. Did my
Don't you
face
fucking
routine.
start. Don't you start.
But I only used face scrub, shampoo and conditioner, no soap, and I left my feet alone because the water washes down your body onto your legs and your feet. You don't like nobody has time to be bending all over, fucking scrubbing feet and shit.
Okay, Jones.
Yes.
Do you use a wash rag? Or do you use washcloth, right?
I use one of those African body
That's
scrubbing.
okay, as long as you use those, yes.
things,
As long as you use something, but you do got to get your legs, okay, and your ankles because they.
I get down to the knees. Like as long as I don't have to bend over. Y'all don't know. I'm old. So as long as I can reach, you know what I'm saying, without having to like bend over too much, that's it. That's all you're gonna get.
I think we're same age, dear. I think we're same age.
Are
I'm
we?
41.
Yeah, I'm older. But yeah, if I gotta bend over too much, it's a no-go for me.
Oh, hey, guess what? There's some brand new designs in the TUFF store. If you are not in the Discord, you missed out on the initial launch. The I am intolerant hoodie is now there. Now you guys are asking for the hoodie. I'm sorry it took a while, but it's there now. And then there's a special ugly sweater-ish. I say sweater-ish because it's actually a crew neck sweatshirt Christmas design.
I gotta show
y'all. If
you
you want
this.
it, you have to get it now.
You have to get it now.
Because with shipping time, if you don't get it now, you're not going to get it in time.
I'm definitely wearing mine on Christmas. Where is
It's in the group chat with Bone.
Okay, hold on a second. I gotta go find that now. I got so
Yeah,
many
you gotta
missed.
get it.
I got so many missed. I don't have it.
Yes, you do, silly.
I'm dead serious. I don't have it. I didn't have my phone. Remember?
Okay, no worries.
Oh my gosh, this dude is saying I support 20 million Russians coming to America. Nice. Nice for you.
Love that for you, friend.
The only thing I will say is
Are you sending it to me or not?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I wasn't sure.
There you go.
that might be good to have, you know, some of their education system that they do have in Russia, which is where they start languages off in like kindergarten. And I think that would be good. I think that is a necessary thing that we need to add to our curriculum here in the States.
All right, guys.
Mutang, my love, please message me. Yeah, message me on Discord though, because you can. It's easy. I can read it right now, and I'll find out the information for you.
This is the This is the ugly Christmas sweater. This is it. So go get your Chase Commie Christmas everything free. Get you one today.
I can check on it, Mutang.
Is
I can
there
check on
a
your order
did we
status.
have a for our Discord users we do have a discount code, yes?
We do. I put it in the Discord. They'd have to go back, but I can also just re-put it in there if they need me to.
Listen,
It's 10%
so
off.
obviously I didn't do the design. Well, I did I did do the Che face with the hat and the hammer and sickle, and then Bone, the streetwear designer, did the rest. Well, he made all of this look better. Like, that was my concept in the middle. But yes, Che's Commie Christmas. Everything's free.
Yes. Yep. If you want to be in the Discord, you do need to be subbed at the standard level. Basic is just for when we have to put the chat sub only, so that you can still have access, which is pretty much every day. But yeah, if you want to be in the Discord, it's a standard sub. And you guys are so quiet in the Discord. I try to get you to talk, but no.
If
No,
you
don't
order
like
it today, you should have it in about 10 business days. That puts you around like the 18th. So you'll have it before Christmas. You'll have it before Christmas. And those of you in the Discord have a discount code. But go get your Che's Commie Christmas. But more importantly, get your I'm intolerant shirts. If you guys don't remember what that is, I think I have no rads over here somewhere. Because mine is at their house.
Dan said it's lovely weather for a Shay ride together with you.
A Shay ride together is great.
Shay's Commie Christmas. It's hard to juggle it and mod here as it gets so busy. It does. That is true. Shay's Commie Christmas.
I haven't even taken it out of the plastic yet because it wasn't mine to take out. Do you mind?
No, go ahead.
So you can get this in a hoodie and a t-shirt now. I'm probably going to order some more. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to do a Christmas giveaway too for some of these things. Like for everybody who donates for the day, starting, I don't know, me and No Rads will talk about
Monday.
it. Starting on Monday.
We'll talk about it.
For everybody who donates for the day, we're just going to pick a name and send them a t-shirt or a hoodie.
We're not gonna be able to see it because of the green screen.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad.
That's okay.
I forgot the green screen was still on.
Yeah, we'll have to come up with the terms of that, because otherwise, like the length and how long it'll go and all that. So that's the front. It says I am intolerant.
Oh, should I mirror the
right
screen?
Now. Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Morning, Chris.
I'm intolerant. And on the back, it says, can you see all of that?
Because fascism should never be tolerated.
Church.
Facts.
That looks
Y'all
different
should
than
do
yours.
one that says punch Nazis, but with the actual word.
We live in Florida.
I
babe.
think, one, we live in Florida, and two, that's been done several times over. And we like to try to do things that are as original as possible. The Che's Christmas came to me because I was like, damn, they called us communist all year long. And so I was like, what better response than to have a commie Christmas?
I almost feel like we should do a shirt that says deny, defend, and depose.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, let's get on that right now. You want to send a text message?
I mean, we don't have to. Just the 3 words. That's it. I can get it. I can do it in Canva and have it on the thing like now.
I like that.
Just,
Who's Che?
I'll do it right now.
Not somebody said who's Che.
Shut up.
Not somebody said who is Che. That is a violation of the space.
Okay, so okay.
Are you guys saying no to the deny, defend, and depose? Is that what we're saying no to?
Like a real no or a no? Somebody already did it. Hats, shirts, and stuff with the okay.
Somebody saying ugly sweater from an ugly bike. Bro, you can't even see the sweater, weirdo. You're on YouTube.
I think maybe
I didn't even show you guys. Somebody said, what is the definition of fascism? Palingenetic ultranationalism. There's 14 to 16 tenets depending on the academic study done on it. I could run them all down for you. I can't wait until, listen. Oh, this is what I was trying to tell you guys. Maybe I already made this announcement. Starting probably Monday, People from YouTube will also be able to call in, and you'll be able to hear them. Fortunately or unfortunately.
Can I don't know, the CEO thing makes me like gleefully happy, but at the same time I would love like Blue Cross Blue Shield, that guy, the fact that they're saying that they get to determine how much anesthesia someone needs is literally insane.
I agree.
How that
Well, hey,
I think
you remember when they were having the congressional hearings on lowering the cost of insulin, which the Trump administration didn't do. I'm talking about
my mic wasn't on.
Huh?
Blue Cross is no longer doing that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, after the pew-pewing, they reversed that decision.
Of course.
Aww.
My point was going to be, though, is that we had people like Matt Gaetz saying, well, why don't you just lose weight? Why don't you just, you know what I'm saying, eat healthier?
Type 1 diabetic?
Yeah, but I'm like, hold on, Mr., you know what I'm saying, white girl in Ozempic.
My thing is,
like, bro, we remember what you looked like.
yeah, before all the Botox, my love, because now doesn't, okay.
A representative republic is synonymous with a democracy. Oh my God, I swear. That's why I had to take that one down, because you guys are the most uneducated troglodytes on the planet. A representative republic is a democracy.
But okay, so do y'all remember when Jack Nicholson played the Joker in Batman?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Tell me that's not Matt Gaetz right now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's definitely got Joker face.
Yeah.
So, go ahead. Sorry, KJR.
Yeah, no, I just, they're saying they lose weight, stuff like that. Okay, type 1 diabetics are the number one users of like things like insulin.
And most of them are skinny.
Yeah, and they have to be. They cannot eat most things. It'll unalive them. So you're talking about people who were born with a pancreas that does not work.
Right.
And they're supposed to just lose weight. And even type 2 diabetics, for the most part, they're not on insulin. They're on orals to help manage and get their blood sugar to, manage itself. And they do lose weight. But like the F, like it's so bizarre to hear people say stupid shit and think that they sound smart. That's like, okay, well, I mean, why do you have cancer? Shouldn't you just like exercise more? What the shit is that going to do to stop my cancer from spreading? Well, why should we have to cover it? Because, bitch, we paid into it.
Right.
And like,
I mean, like I said, the fact that that they said they're legitimately about to cut Social Security day one. Who gonna take care of y'all meemaws and pawpaws? Who about to take care of these folks?
So I would just like to point out that pew-pewing happened at about 7 a.m.
6:30.
And I said about.
Wow.
The meeting that they were supposed to have at that building that he was unalived in front of, they still had that meeting in that building. Like, literally walked over dude's body to go in there. And also, people who are surprised that worked to reverse the decision that Blue Cross and Blue Shield had made about anesthesia. Have you guys never heard of France?
Facts. Remember, what did they do to Macron? Didn't they was it Macron? Didn't they roll up on him when he was at a restaurant with his wife and like throw shit at him?
Yep. And another time they put truckloads of horse shit in front of all of their homes and like did all kinds of started fires. Like, the French are like, oh, you think so? Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah, the people in the EU don't be playing around. They about that life for real.
Like they sent cars over, like they literally dropped cars from the top of a parking deck because they were trying to raise gas prices. I'm like, why aren't we that gangster? We some punks over here.
I was about to say we definitely can't use the P word because Those are probably stronger than most.
That's true. That's why I switched to punks. Because peace be gangsters. Like, let's just be for real.
Yeah, they can push
who-
out whole
who-
babies.
Not just that, but think about who is the scariest when you're talking about, when men like to talk about, like, oh, I'm a man, look at the animal kingdom, he's this. It's like, nah, watch the F out, because in every single situation, the female is the most terrifying in any situation, especially when it comes to our kids. So they're gonna F around real hard.
Yep.
And they're gonna find out some of us are crazy. And have been waiting for something to do.
All right, I got Live Studio on my background, on my backup account now. So we're going to set that up later. I can't get it on my main, though.
Federal Appeals Court just, an article was just released from Associated Press. Federal Appeals Court upholds law requiring sale or ban of TikTok in the U.S. So they just upheld the decision.
Yeah, that, like I said, that's going to be in litigation for a long time. But even if it's not, like I said, with Twitch and YouTube, we'll you know where we'll be at. It won't be hard to find us.
Yeah, I need to get a computer like
And
today.
don't forget to get to download. It's called Signal for communication. It's the only truly encrypted like messaging app. Think of WhatsApp, but it's actually encrypted.
Okay, I think I have it downloaded.
Yeah, we have Signal.
Yeah, we have Signal.
We have Signal because of the work that we were doing with that company. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna start a Signal chat. Nope, not unless I have to. I have way too many chats and apps and everything else all the time.
Yeah, it's
that
so
are constantly going off.
overwhelming.
I can't. Everything gets lost in there. It's really, really hard to keep track of what's happening. So I won't, unless there's like a specific action that we need to have private discussions about. And I'll shut the chat down when it's over. Like I can't do it.
You know what's crazy is that, you know what I'm saying, like the government blocking things that we never asked for, like passing legislation that we never asked for. But the shit that we do ask for, like, we didn't have time in this congressional session to get that done. Oh, but you had the time to go after TikTok and do 1 million hearings about Hunter Biden's genitals on his laptop, though.
Yep.
But the worst part was, like, that whole thing, they were asking the CEO, who is Singaporean, what his ties to China were. He's like, I'm from Singapore. Wasn't that near China? Like, what? And then, like, I'm sorry, Nancy Pelosi needs to effing retire and go the F away. Anyone over the age of 75 needs to get the F out of Congress and the Senate.
And
every
the
single
presidency.
One. Exactly. I think there should be, like, the reason that Benjamin Franklin wasn't our first president is because he said he was too old. He acknowledged that shit. I'm too old.
Yeah. Agreed. What happens to Homeboy?
He ran.
Let's hit the restart.
All right, well, I'm going to jump off. I'll text Quentin and have him text me your number, and I'll get you some contacts, okay?
Okay, sounds good. We're going to put a quick little pause over here on YouTube and over here on Twitch. hauls on YouTube. Feel great about it, actually. Not even gonna lie. I think that is a great thing. I'm all about accelerationism. I think that you guys should get exactly what it is that you asked for. You'll see soon. Real soon. But I'm going to fan funding only over here on YouTube. So if you want to send me a message, you got to pay to play. Otherwise, I won't be responding to any other messages. Thank you for the boxing gloves. Folks think I'm about to just be sitting over there talking to him for free. I have a question for you guys really quickly. Who likes fine art and is looking for a really dope-ass Christmas gift that they can give to a friend or family member? I know what I voted for. Fascism. Y'all don't know what you voted for. I promise you don't. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show y'all these really quickly. So, painted by world famous artist Dantrell Bonet Boone. These are original prints. That come with certificates of authentication. These are the two prints. Yeah, Dantrell did eat that. They're 16 by 20, so they're fairly large prints. 16 by 20. They're $300 each. If you are interested in one, you can shoot me a DM or just at me in the messages. So that I can write your name down and then we can discuss it afterwards. But proceeds from the sale of these prints.
And I'm going to mute you again, Pumpkin.
Sale from the proceeds of these prints will be going to their art rehabilitation program in Houston, Texas. So it goes to a great cause. And you get to buy something amazing, for a friend or family member or for yourself. It's a great Christmas gift. I have an amazing, I don't know if y'all seen this before. Hold on one second. This was painted by Dantrell. That was painted by Dantrell, and when I tell you his artwork is absolutely stunning, I mean it. So these are original limited edition prints. They'll each be numbered and signed by the artist, and come with a certificate of authenticity. The charger plates, I don't know how much No Rats paid for it, but they appraised it well over $1,000.
A lot of doll hairs.
Yeah. And he also has some original paintings. Like this one is Wall Street. It shows how black people started Wall Street. Cotton, black people, Wall Street. It's how it all started. This is an original painting. It appraises for $25,000 and is currently selling for $10,000.
Before we say hi to Day Ender, I'm going to hit y'all with the mod announcement. Guys, we had to do a quick restart. It got a little quiet in here. Yeah, I know, Chris. We're going to tap the screen and share the live. Please make sure that you are actively participating in the live. You're going to gift the panel. You're going to gift the host. Even if the person on the panel is an op, if you like what they're saying, drop them a gift. You know, like we don't discriminate. Everybody should get gifts here. There is the sub goal at the top of the screen, as well as the gift goal. Today's gift goal is boxing gloves. Make sure that you guys are finishing that out. We got 15 out of 50, so that's a pretty good start. If you are not tapping the screen and sharing a live, this will not get to the FYP, and there will not be opposing views coming in here. The way the algorithm works is it's going to share this first to people who like to engage in this content. So if you want somebody who has an opposing view, you have to actively participate. Also, I see you guys sending me the gifts. Jones doesn't do the animal noises. Save them for later. I promise when I come on live.
Thank you, Eric. I
will make all the
appreciate
animal
you.
noises for you. Now do what you're supposed to do. Put you in timeout.
Big W, Erica. Yeah, so if you want to print, I saw a few of you say yes, you want to print. The best way that you can do this for me personally is if you have Venmo or PayPal, send me the $300 and which print you want. But because I'll need your name, address, shipping address and all of that stuff. And that's the easiest way to get it, because you can't put that much in a PayPal message. I mean, in a Cash App message. So PayPal or Venmo is the easiest way to do it if you want to get a print. Again, these are limited edition, individually numbered, comes with certificate of authenticity. And I will get the list over to him today. But again, I mean, some beautiful, beautiful paintings. Beautiful paintings.
I don't know. I haven't spoken to Auntie. I'll check with her, though. I'll text her right now.
Day Ender, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, Jonesy? Thanks for having me, man.
Absolutely.
What's good? How was your Thanksgiving?
I don't celebrate that, sir. I'm Afro-Indigenous.
Oh, all right. Fair enough. Do you replace it with any type of tradition, or is it just any old day for you?
Yeah, it's just a day. We went to Universal Studios. Hung out.
I love Universal Studios. Nice. Jonesy, I was just coming on to just say what's up, because it's been a minute since I said hi, and I'm glad you're doing well.
I appreciate that.
So I'm going to run, and I appreciate you having me up, but I'll be back.
Sounds good.
All right, stay safe, man.
Yep, stay dangerous.
Always.
Ops only, guys. Ops only. If you're friendly and you tapped yourself in, tap it on the screen. We appreciate you. So please remove yourself from the requests. Love you. Noah. Good morning.
Morning. How's it going?
Just another day here on Earth.
Well, blessed to be here.
How do you feel about the background there, the prompt?
I don't think it's necessarily ending, but I mean, if it means a better economy, then
Okay,
less
so
democracy.
did you vote for Trump?
I did.
All right. What do you think he's going to do to make it a better economy?
What was the word he used? I think it was like tariffs.
Do you even know what tariffs are?
Oh my God.
No, but I'm pretty sure he does, and he's gonna use that to make our economy better.
What? Did you just say you don't know what tariffs are? But that was like
I'm
the
guessing it's like
first
a
thing that
tax
you
on
knew?
other countries.
Hold on, backspace.
No.
Backspace for just a minute. Backspace for just a
Yeah.
minute.
Wait.
Hold on,
look at
backspace.
this.
Hold on. So I just want to recap. No Rad's asked you, how is he going to make the economy better? And then you said, I think he said something about tariffs. And then my son asked you, do you know what tariffs are? And you said, nope, but he does. So essentially, I don't know why I keep putting this background up. Essentially, you don't know what you voted for.
I just voted for the better candidate that I thought, looked more qualified to make the economy better. But
Looked more qualified based on no information. How do you look more qualified?
oh, he had a previous term and the economy was better, so
Yeah,
Thanks,
because
Obama.
of Obama. And then he destroyed it.
well, you can't really prove that, but
I can actually.
No.
I very
I'd
much
love
can.
to hear that.
Well, we can start with your first comment. tariffs. Putting tariffs on China caused China to put retaliatory tariffs on us. It lost us our steel industry, aluminum industry, companies like Train and John Deere and Harley Davidson. Sears and Roebuck couldn't compete anymore in the appliances market because the cost of appliances went up anywhere from 100 to 185%. It cost us over 1,000 legacy farmers. Even before COVID happened, we were already down 2 million jobs before COVID. So that's just the beginning of it. That's just the beginning. Now he wants to put even more tariffs on China. He started a wood war with Canada, which caused building homes to go up. Furniture manufacturing that was booming in the Northeast. What's that?
That wrapper.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
You're itching my brain.
My bad.
That's okay.
So, I was stemming. But yeah, I mean, he made goods and services go up across the board.
Yeah, I agree with that. There's like lots. I'm not an economist, but there's like lots of burdens putting tariffs on countries, but there's also benefits.
What's the benefit?
Because essentially you're creating jobs here. Like if you tariff, say the car industry, and they can't bring cars into our country, you're gonna have more manufacturers trying to build stuff here, where even the countries will find a way to bring the jobs here and build.
In order for that to work, you have to have the manufacturing capabilities here already, which we don't have. So it'll never work.
That part.
That could just mean more jobs. Building infrastructure is a job also.
No, that's not what it means.
Yeah, how long would it take to build a car manufacturing facility? And also, when they build these car manufacturing facilities, don't you think that in this era, that most of it's going to be automated?
Yeah, that's how that would work. But
So the only way that works is if we use targeted tariffs, not blanket tariffs, which is his proposal. And those targeted tariffs are something that we already have a substantial ability of producing, and we don't. So the only way that would work is not the way that he plans on implementing it. And even still, getting into trade wars with our largest contributors, especially like Canada and lumber, is a terrible idea. And I know people are like, well, Trudeau heard about it and he came running to Florida and he's scared of Trump. No, Trump's a felon. He can't go to Canada without special permission to enter the country. Like, he has to go through a process to apply for entry. So there's that.
yeah, I agree. Like the Canada stuff, but I'm pretty sure Trump putting on tariffs on imports is just gonna make the economy better. I mean, it's been proven, previously with high tariffs. So
How did Great Depression start?
not really sure.
Putting high
It started
tariffs
with
on
tariffs.
other countries and then deporting a few million people. Cutting our labor force dramatically. So first we put blanket tariffs on other countries. Then we deported, I think, 2.8 million people. Essentially like a reinstatement of the American Repatriation Act. And then Great Depression, because we didn't have the workforce, and people couldn't afford the cost of goods and services.
Okay, I did not know that. But that is why I voted for him, was because of tariffs. That just seems like a very logical thing.
Logical based on what? Like, if you don't know anything about it, how could that be logical?
Yeah,
When
no,
we have
somebody's
historical,
telling you,
we have historic evidence that it doesn't work.
Yeah, I didn't do my research like that to be doing that. He gave one simple example of tariffs, and that just made sense.
So you didn't mind. What is your ethnicity and or race?
I'm African.
Okay. Who does stop and frisk harm predominantly?
Who's what?
Stop and frisk harm predominantly.
In the U.S., it's African Americans.
Oh, gotcha. And then if you give police officers full immunity, what do you think is going to start happening to African American males in the United States?
Probably not good.
But you voted for that because tariffs?
Yeah, but I mean, I've been, when Obama was a president, I've been like, that happened to me, so that didn't really change whether it was, a Democrat or a Republican.
They got rid of stop and frisk. It was declared unconstitutional many years ago, bro.
But they still do it. Just because it got stopped, that doesn't mean, that's not how the world works, because something...
So now we're giving police immunity? Do you know what immunity means?
They can basically do whatever they want. They won't.
Do you think that makes it safer or less safe?
That's probably less safer for myself and African Americans, because it's
what do you think about them taking funding away from schools that teach how slavery built, the infrastructure in America?
I have no opinion on that. I can't, forecast what's going to play out there.
What do you think about getting rid of the Department of Education?
And doing what with it?
Getting rid of it.
Disbanding it, making it no more, erasing it.
Is that one of his agendas? Because I didn't hear that.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't hear that part. But I think, like, going back to tariffs, though, like, it'll make our economy better,
How?
More.
I didn't even know what tariffs were.
Yeah, how is it going to make our economy better? How specifically do tariffs make our economy better?
All right, say, like, how I simply understood it was, say we put a tax tariff on cars, China can't bring cars here. They're going to want to make their cars regardless, so they're going to build manufacturing plants here.
How long will that take?
That could take years. Say let's go 10 years. That's still in 10 years we have a new manufacturing plant.
So nobody will be able to afford cars for the next 10 years.
I mean, there's already cars. Like, there's US made cars as well.
Okay. So people can't get the cars that they want at affordable prices for the next 10 years. And also, if you're putting tariffs on steel and aluminum, what the fuck do you think US cars are made out of?
No, yeah, I agree. So like
so now people aren't going to be able to afford cars for the next 10 or 15 years. We don't even have the ability to manufacture the amount of steel and aluminum that we need.
In the short
How
term,
are we going to build houses?
The consumer always gets affected in the short term, but long term, if you think about it, the country is going to do much better.
How does it help us to separate ourselves from the global market and isolate ourselves? And when people do things like isolate themselves from the rest of the world, what typically happens? Can you name some other countries that are isolated from the rest of the world?
No.
North Korea.
That's exactly what I was just going to say.
I can think of, yeah.
So there's a thing, like you're talking about, it's going to harm consumers in the short term, but what harms consumers and they're not able to afford goods and services is that also harms the business, right? Like, how many other countries are excited to buy American cars or American manufactured cars? Not very many, because in their countries, they have higher quality vehicles that are more affordable. So if you're losing the American consumer base, your business is going to have some serious financial issues.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which I don't think, like you said, other countries would not let that happen. So they'll figure out a way to pay the tariffs, or
they're not going to do it.
The
China
countries
already
don't pay
said
the
fuck
tariffs.
off. China already said that they're going to slap it. Did they say they were going to slap a huge tariff on those metals, gallium and all of them, or they were just not going to sell to the United States? I forgot which one it was. But that's what we need to make chips. It goes into a lot of our electronics manufacturing, and they own 98% of the world's refining. Like, they're the only ones who are really refining gallium. So then what are we going to do? It's already screwing us over, and he's not even in office yet because they don't want to deal with him. They don't want to do trade with him. They don't want to engage in any kind of foreign relations with him at all. It's only harming the American public. We don't have gallium refining here.
Yeah, to be honest, this is all like implication stuff, so we don't even know if he's gonna do the tariff
No,
thing.
it's not implications because he did it in his last
He
administration.
did in his last term, but yeah,
And it
but
cost
that
us
really,
greatly. It destroyed American farmers. It destroyed small businesses. It destroyed American furniture manufacturing. It destroyed appliance manufacturing in the United States and cost us, you know what I'm saying, cost the American people, and those ones cost the American people on average an additional $2,000 a year. This one's estimated to be $4,800 a year. Thank you so much, Adam.
yeah.
Like, we couldn't even get some of the products into the country at all. People were waiting months just to get appliances and houses. They were building houses, and the houses had to sit on the market because there was no appliances to put in them.
Right. No, I remember that. Yeah. But on the contrary, he like whether you say it's Obama or him, the economy was better under his presidency. So I can't. That's all.
Under
I can
whose
take.
presidency?
Trump's.
It was better under
Interest
Obama's
rates-
by all measurable
interest
metrics,
rates-
and
interest
even
rates
better
were at
under
their
Biden's
lowest.
by all measurable metrics.
No, because that's a direct reflection of Obama era policies. Name a policy that Trump put in place that improved the economy for the American people. And if you say like vibes and feelings and name something that was an Obama era policy, then you prove the point. Name something.
No, I think
one thing.
he put tax laws that benefited
The harm the poor middle class.
corporations.
Right,
yeah.
it benefited the corporations. They didn't pass that down. They used that money to give their CEOs larger bonuses and buy back stocks. That does not help the economy. Because the economy, no, it doesn't. Because the economy is driven by the middle class.
Correct.
So if you're not uplifting the middle class and the poor, you're not doing anything that's advantageous to the American people. You're just making the rich richer.
That is correct. The rich can be richer, but like if interest rates are low, I'm still benefiting from that.
If you don't have money to buy anything, who gives a shit what the interest rates are? You know what happens when stuff like that goes down? The housing crisis, where we went into a recession because people took out loans they couldn't afford. Dummy.
Also, just out of curiosity, bro, if you cut taxes for the ultra wealthy, who are the people that pay the largest tax bracket, right? And then you raise our spending exponentially, nearly $6 trillion before COVID even hit, he had raised our spending. What does the Fed do?
What does the Fed do? They monitor that.
They raise interest rates because it's called inflationary spending, because we're not bringing in the income that we're spending out, because it's called inflationary spending. So the Fed hikes the rates. Trump did that.
Well, if you look at the data, during Trump's presidency, rates were just going down, and then as soon as he left, started spiking.
Name a policy that is a Trump era policy that caused those rates to go down.
It's
Spoiler,
not
you can't.
Yeah, it's
and
not
when
a-
he left, I'm still speaking. And then when he left, you saw inflation go up because guess why?
All of his policies.
His policies his policies went into effect that caused the inflation. And now that we're at the end of the term of Joe Biden's presidency, we've seen things go down. Why? Because of Joe Biden's policy. So when Trump gets into office and everything is doing much better, thank you, Joe Biden.
I agree, but I think Trump doesn't really control that. He does what he does as a president. The Fed acts on behalf of themselves, but all the stuff how the economy plays out has a role in it. So while he was in office, the economy was playing out pretty good. So they kept the interest rates low, and then Joe Biden came in, and the economy wasn't doing so well. So they had to raise interest rates.
So hold on, COVID never happened. I guess the OPEC deal never happened. I guess the impact on our agricultural economy, because China essentially stopped buying our agricultural goods, so we lost thousands of farmers. I guess none of that had an impact.
No, it did, but Trump.
So when Joe Biden took office, and now Trump made a deal with OPEC to cut oil production by 10% for 2 years, for something that he said, a virus that he said was only going to last a couple of months. He made a 2-year deal to cut oil production. So when the countries open back up and we're producing less oil globally, so we have a lower supply and a much higher demand because now people can move around again, what's going to happen to gas prices?
Oh, they're going to go up, I guess.
Oh. So you're telling me that Trump making a deal with OPEC to cut oil production and then
I agree with all that,
losing 16 refineries right here in the United States, including the largest one in the Eastern Hemisphere at Port Arthur, Texas?
How do you keep saying you agree with the things that that we're telling you that are proven to be factually true, and then saying, but?
I'm just contradicting them because...
Well, sir,
Not
then
with
give us
any
some evidence.
information.
Right,
Yeah,
give us some evidentiary support to that contradiction.
A lot more influence over the Fed, so...
No.
He did.
Not in a
You can't argue that
positive
he
way,
didn't have
sir.
that.
Not in a positive way.
Is
Well,
the Fed...
lower interest rates is positive.
Is the Fed...
That's not because of him.
Yeah, is the Fed
The
ruled by a
lower
president?
interest rate, right? The lower interest rates at the beginning of his term were because of Obama. At the end of his term, when things started going up because of his mismanagement of COVID, and that continued on to the beginning of Biden's presidency. And then we had things like the American Rescue Plan and the Inflation Reduction Act. Like, why are we not? Are your brain cells not holding hands? Like, what is happening?
So I think Trump is still better because he's making the economy better. That's where my...
Based
you
on
don't
what?
even know what you're talking
How
about.
is he making the economy better? By doing what? Like, this is nonsensical at this point. By doing what?
I named a few things.
But they've all been proven wrong. Look, you've been up here for about 20 minutes. You've said a bunch of nothing.
18
Nothing
minutes.
you've said has made sense. Like, and you don't even know half of the stuff you're talking about.
You guys
I
are kind
literally
of saying he's been
asked
right
you-
accidentally.
Hold on.
Like, it's not
I
really...
asked you, do you know what tariffs are? And you said no. But yet you keep trying to argue tariffs and you don't know what they are. You keep talking about, oh, well, Trump's economy is better. You don't know why, or you don't know what the cause is. And you also don't know how he messed it up in the first place. Like, you have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. You're just sitting here repeating yourself, and it doesn't even make sense.
To answer that, I mentioned a few things. So tariffs, interest rates, and the economy was better while he was in term. But you guys are disagreeing with me by saying it was accidental. It was the previous president's...
No one said it
economy,
wasn't
like-
no one said it was accidental. He didn't touch anything. So Obama's
As a matter of
policies
fact, he
continued.
to be
do
successful.
a
If he
steady
would have came
increase.
into office, right, and just went and played golf, we could have cruised, and he probably would have won another election. We could have just cruised. But he was like, nah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to undo everything that Obama put into place that made the economy great in the first place. All we have to do is look at the track record of the Republican Party. Reagan, recession. George H.W. Bush, recession. Clinton, balanced the budget, left with a surplus. Bush, W. Bush gets into office, leaves us with the worst recession since the Great Depression. Obama comes in, one of the greatest recoveries, in American history. Trump comes into office, undoes it all, ruins the economy again. Then Biden comes into office, the fastest recovery in global history. Like, we literally were able to lower our inflation rate in nearly half the time as most other industrialized countries. And you're like, let's hand Trump the keys again. We know that he did all of these things that were terrible for the economy, like deregulating the housing and urban development, making it almost unaffordable for people to buy houses at all. And you're like, nope, let's let him try it again. David, thank you so much for the $20. Brent, I don't know if I said thank you to you.
You have very good points. I see where you're coming from, but I'm still sticking to my fact. You don't really change my mind. I was coming here with a very open mind.
Well, your mind's not open. If your mind can't be changed with factual evidence, that's not an open mind. Like, if I'm telling you that it's 78 degrees outside and then you go outside with a thermometer and it's 78 degrees, then it's fucking 78 degrees, no matter how much it feels like. Maybe take off the hoodie in 78-degree weather and you wouldn't be hot anymore. You're like, nah, I still think it's hotter than that, even though I'm wearing a snowsuit.
Right.
The problem with you MAGA supporters is you lack critical thinking skills or the ability to really think for yourselves at all. And so you're all brainwashed by everything Trump says.
Thank you, Carla. I appreciate you for the $25. You're amazing. Keep them coming, y'all. Like, not only that, voting in the best interest of your own personal safety or the safety of other people that look like you is wild. I don't know about your ancestors. My father specifically fought in the civil rights movement just so that we could have the right to vote. And every black man in the United States who voted for a fascist did nothing but spit in the face of our Angela Davises and our Bayard Rustins and our Martin Luther Kings and our Malcolm X's and our, Huey P. Newtons and our Langston Hughes and our James Baldwins. Like, all you did was literally take a shit on them.
No, I agree. I am not African American, so I didn't grow up here or nothing.
But you only have the rights and abilities because of what?
No, I agree. I agree. But I have the available resources now to make that decision on who's better for the economy, and that is what matters to me. It's not it's not the historical stuff.
Sir, you have the available resources, but you don't know any of it.
You're not using them. You're not using said available
resources.
No,
okay, so for the fifth time, what policy did Trump put in place that positively impacted the economy? Use your resources.
Tariffs.
That did not positively impact the economy. As a matter of fact, it bankrupted. I'm speaking, Jesse. I really don't care what you have to say right now. We will speak to you in just a moment. Thank you. So, as a matter of fact, those tariffs caused over 500 legacy farmers, like the small farm around the corner who's been in business for decades, to lose their farms, my guy. Mm-hmm. It negatively impacted us. China, when they received the tariff notification, they said, okay, fuck around and find out, and retaliated with their own shit. Like, it did not help us at all.
Yeah, I don't know specific policies, but I can tell you what happened in the economy that was better. Like,
and you don't understand economic policy, even at the base level.
I am not an economist.
If you can't name a policy,
I'm not economist. I don't follow that. I don't.
Bro, I'm not an economist either. I read, and when I don't understand what I'm reading, I ask questions.
I'll just look at data, and I'll say.
Okay, so give me some data that you looked at.
Unemployment being the lowest. That's a data. I don't know what policies.
All right, Noah. Whatever. Jesse, how are you? I'm sorry, I had muted you because you started over talking to me. I'm gonna send you an invite to unmute Jesse. How are you doing this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
I am great. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
I did not. I wrote in RFK, but I'm a previous Obama supporter. I'm a sympathizer with change right now because I don't think the economic policies that we've fostered over the last 10 years are going to put us in a direction that's going to be beneficial for our country.
How so? I mean, not that I really care because you voted for RFK, which is weird in and of itself.
Listen, because somebody doesn't agree with you and sees, I mean, this is the problem with the left. And you guys, it's ironic that you guys are citing they don't have critical thinking skills and are unable to read between.
Bro, shut the fuck up. You voted for somebody who carried around a bear carcass and a whale carcass, who thinks red number 40 is hurting you and fluoride is bad for you. Like, really? Seriously? And that's just the tip of the iceberg. We're not even talking about his narcotics possession, his essay. Like, shut up.
Oh, did you kick him?
I sure did.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't care.
He's being misogynistic.
Yeah, I don't care that you kicked him.
There's plenty of people in the request.
Nah, that's cool.
Like,
I just looked up and he was gone.
To vote for Trump and not understand what you voted for, okay, fine. But then to vote for RFK and not understand what you voted for on top of what you don't know what you voted for is wild. It's like ignorance squared. No, thank you. Wesley, what's going on? How are you?
I'm doing well. What's going on, Mr. Jones? It's been a while.
It has, bro.
Nah, I just wanted to say, keep up the good fight. The Magonians are gonna MAGA. They will always vote against their own best interests and then cry later about everything going wrong.
Well, the unfortunate part of this particular instance is the impact of what we're going to see is going to be significantly faster than how it played out last time, because he was working his way up to figure out how he could maneuver within these spaces within our government. But yeah, it's and you know how many, and I said this before, all you've heard me say this before, you know how many of these people would be like, oh, I didn't support him. It wasn't me. I didn't vote for him. I didn't have nothing to do with it. Like 5-10 years from now, you'll never hear a person admit that they voted for
him. Take a picture.
Right.
Because, boy, I don't think they're going to outlive this one. So let's be very clear about the choice that the guy below me made, right? He voted for economic policies that didn't exist. He voted for an individual who doesn't have the competency to maintain the job he did the first time, and said, great, let's put him back in office. The guy below me voted for a gentleman who caused, let's be clear, not just farmers went out of business. We lost Harley Davidson. We lost factories in Detroit. We lost Carrier, AC plant that Trump himself went to. Trump went to during his campaigning and said, "Don't sell your homes."
Right, he played in their face.
You'll be fine. And guess what? Closed. He went to, I think, was it PA? No, West Virginia, and said, "Hey, I'm bringing back clean coal." That didn't happen. Like,
played in their face too.
But the thing is, I'm doing all that because of desperation. It's not because I want to, but look at the other side. Like, it's not nothing that's better. So it's like, no, it's not. If you look at their strategy and what they've been doing, it's not really what you want.
Hold on. What is their strategy?
Right.
That doesn't really matter. That doesn't matter when I go buy food, when I go put gas in, when I pay rent, like when I pay my mortgages. Like that doesn't do anything.
What?
Bro.
All I know. Okay. Mm-hmm.
And also, Trump specifically stated that the tariffs impacting Canada, our trade with Canada, would be blanket tariffs. Guess what's going to happen to your gas prices?
They know it.
It's like getting kicked in the teeth and saying, "Hey, I accept the first kick. Please kick me again." I don't get this shit. And what's crazy is the fact that the internet for most people is available. The same device that you're on TikTok with right now, you could go Google so much information to be a better informed voter because you betrayed yourself, you betrayed your own community, you have betrayed fellow Americans, and now we're all looking at you motherfuckers like, here we go again. We're just gonna suffer through another 4 years of nonsense. Matter of fact, let's walk away from policy right now. I don't know, I can't see your name below me. Let's walk away from policy. Let's look at what Trump is doing now. Look who he's nominating for cabinet positions. You can't tell me this is someone who's competent enough to run this country if he's literally picking bozos right off the street to say, hey, you be a good fit for the IRS. Have you ever managed money before? Nope. Hey, you guy in the back of the bus, defense. You make a good defense guy, right? Yeah,
Wesley,
sure.
Wesley, this tops it off. Do you know who he put in charge of DOJ? Noah?
I didn't see that yet. No, it's probably gonna be something funny.
It's Matt Gaetz, my G, who has been investigated for the last year and a half.
Yeah, he did actually put that Florida.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got this other.
Oh yeah, the guy from Fox. Talking about the guy from Fox News, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is crazy. Crazy.
Birds of a feather.
Trafficking.
But these are the same motherfuckers, Mr. Jones, that talk about saving the children. These are the same motherfuckers that talk about saving the children. You believe that bullshit?
Facts.
Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Crazy.
I think Hedgeth is going to be replaced with Ron DeSantis.
Oh, but that's not even that. Like, that's not even.
That's worse.
Yeah, like, that's crazy.
Arguably worse.
Yeah, like.
Tulsi Gabbard, Director of National Intelligence, who just loves the president of Syria and Vladimir Putin.
Facts.
Oh, man.
Elon Musk, that's a whole ass problem on several different levels.
Don't want to go to jail.
U.S. Ambassador to France, Charles Kushner. That's okay. Charles Kushner, who he gave a pardon to.
Right.
Who's his son-in-law's father. He's like, yeah, fuck it. I had to pardon you for some bullshit you did, but let me make you an ambassador.
And like Wesley said, let's step away from the policy, right? Let's talk about just the character and the morality of Donald Trump. That in itself, it should be repellent to any civil-minded human being.
They're both bad. The Biden pardoned his son for coke and gun charges. Like,
nope,
what?
That's not what happened at all. He got
he
pardoned for tax evasion, and he had already paid back those taxes that he did not pay, and he lied on a form.
Facts. You don't see.
He had a victimless crime. Victimless crimes. He paid back the money he owed, and he said that he didn't use illicit substances on a form. He should have been pardoned. Absolutely should have been pardoned.
But no,
the people who Trump pardoned were criminals who hurt people.
Hold on. Let's go there.
That you
Let's
feel
go
so
right there.
strongly about information that you have no idea. Like Baby
Right.
Cat said. Like,
I'm just watching the same networks you guys are
Nah,
watching.
man, because
No,
if you
you're not.
were,
No,
you
you're
wouldn't
not.
gloss over the fact.
Right. We read articles, my G.
Yeah, if you were paying attention, you wouldn't have glossed over the fact that Donald Trump executed 13 people in the last month of his presidency. Literally called a guy and was like, how many people do we have that we can execute? And said, all right, cool, let's do it. We haven't had federal executions in over a decade.
All I know is he
wild.
put out.
My
All
God.
you know. Stop saying all you know. You don't know anything.
You don't know anything.
Right? Like, it's like that. You keep starting these sentences off with all I know, or yeah, you're right, but it negates everything that we said. You can't say that you know something, but you don't know it.
So,
Okay,
so
I
I
know
just
he
want to
free
go. I
Kodak,
want to go
but
to one thing, Noah. No, yeah, Noah, real quick, Noah.
Mhm.
You bring you in the caucasity of the world brought up
You're
Hunter
muted on
Biden's
YouTube.
pardon, but yet, Noah, you fail to see the comparison of the cash for pardons that Trump did before he left office. Let's go through the laundry list of people he pardoned that were absolute criminals. General Flint, traitor. Roger Stone, we Steve Bannon. You guys could miss me with Joe
Testing,
Biden.
testing. Okay, it's back. Sorry.
No, not a
I
problem.
lost
You
audio
guys,
on.
Noah, y'all guys could miss me with Hunter Biden's pardon. It doesn't come close to anything that Trump pardoned.
Mm.
Let's keep it real. He literally pardoned criminals.
Right.
And you guys want to bring up Hunter Biden like that's a flex. Bitch, miss me with that.
Right, and
I
the
mean,
only
I can
reason it
admit
was
that it was
justifiable for him to
hypocritical.
be pardoned was because, one, again, victimless crimes, and two, in Biden's letter for his pardon, he is absolutely correct. Hunter Biden was treated extremely with prejudice because other people who had committed those same offenses were not treated the way that Hunter was. Not a single one of them had their genitals shown in a committee meeting. Not a single one of them was harassed. They tried to push this man's sobriety and harassed him because his father was president, and they didn't like him. That's disgusting.
Look, fact of the matter is the people have spoken. Who's better for the working class?
Get that bag. Thank you for coming up. I gotta swap some folks out. Wesley, also thank you for coming up. Appreciate you, friend. Good seeing you again.
Don't come crying to us when you're like, why can't I afford groceries? Why is milk $12 a gallon?
Well, he'll probably be locked up somewhere.
So time will tell.
Fuck around, find out.
You know, it's crazy.
It's
like I said,
happening.
I was having this conversation this morning with another group of people, and I was like, "Yo, it's weird that people could legitimately say in the 1920s here in the United States, and then leading up to the 1930s and 40s in Germany, they could legitimately say like, well, I didn't know. But we got historians, economists, people with Pulitzer prizes, you know what I'm saying? With Nobel prizes. We got people out here, just waving all the red flags like, yo, we have General Kelly, who was his, top military person, saying, bro's a fascist. We have 40 of his 44 or 41 some odd cabinet members outwardly speaking out against him from his first administration. We have his previous vice president who we tried to have executed. We have all of the signs. And you're like, nope, I can't see it. I don't want to see it. All of his friends are criminals, which tells me one of two things. Either he's an ineffective leader and doesn't know that these people are criminals, or he's a criminal and hangs out with other criminals.
To be valid to your point, that, like you said, people didn't know when Hitler was being violent and doing all that stuff. They were just blind to it. So maybe I am blind. I don't know.
But that's your fault, man. That's ignorance, and it's intentional. It's willful ignorance. We have the historical facts of how those things came to be. We know what Mussolini did. We know what Hitler did. We know these things. So to be ignorant at this time in 2024,
when you walking around with a supercomputer in your pocket.
What I know is, when I'm looking at the world and the economy, I'm like, what did Biden do when the whole Middle East was at war? He kept funding that, and he's like, oh,
what?
Wait, can I ask Noah a question real quick?
Hold on one second.
Sorry, Mr.
Yeah, hold on one second.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yeah, just hold on one second. Hold on. What did you just say, Noah?
No, I was saying when the whole Israel and Hamas was going on.
It's still going on.
Yeah, it's still going. That's my
Trump
point. It's still
moved
going on.
moved our embassy to Jerusalem on the anniversary of the Nakba, inciting, you know what I'm saying, tensions in that region. In addition to that, Trump dropped a record amount of bombs, more bombs and more drone strikes in just his first 2 years than all of Obama's 8 years, and more in total than all of Obama and Bush combined.
Where are you hearing this though? Because when I hear the news right now, all I hear is about the Middle East. I never heard that when Trump was in office. Like I'll look at like
I just
Al
put it on the screen for
Jazeera
you.
or something.
I'll put it on the screen for you.
Okay. Yeah. When I hear like Al Jazeera, just so I'm not biased and listening to only U.S. media, like I hear like, you know, what the U.S. is doing to contribute to the war, and I'm like, this is wrong. Like, how can I keep voting for this guy or this party?
Wait, what was the claim?
Biden doesn't care about the war. That party doesn't care about the war. So I'm gonna go to a party that's gonna stop the war.
You said Al Jazeera?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's mirror the video.
You gotta mirror it, yeah.
Yeah. Record 7,423 U.S. bombs dropped in Afghanistan in 2019 alone. That's more than Obama dropped his entire presidency. And that's just in 1 year. In 2017, and that's Al Jazeera. In 2017 and 2018, he had already surpassed Obama.
And how much do you think Israel dropped this year?
Wait, but your claim was that Joe
Well,
Biden.
who do you think
doesn't
funded
care
that?
about
Who do you
them.
think funded that?
The Republican Party.
No.
If you
Congress.
don't
that's
like what is
That's like
happening,
$44 billion.
stop voting in Republicans. They
That's
are the ones who
Congress.
want to continue to allocate this funding.
Wait, Noah, who do you think sends money to these other countries?
You think the president authorizes that or somebody else?
The taxpayers send it ultimately, but yeah, the president is the one that's signing it.
Oh, brother.
Trump, who vowed to end the wars, has dropped more bombs than Bush or Obama. They were in office for 16 years. 16 years. Trump was only in office for 4. And he declared war on Yemen. He did nothing but warmonger the whole time. And then just tells you, oh, there's no new wars when I was in office. There was no war going on when I was in office. There was no conflict when I was in office. And he just keeps repeating the same lie because he knows that all the little parrots following him are just going to repeat the same lie that he's been telling.
So I agree with what you're saying, but to contradict that, Trump does it because he doesn't care. He's going to send the bombs. What Biden and that party does is they're going to give it to Israel, and Israel is going to drop the bombs. So they gave him 17,
What
18.
the fuck is happening?
Approves the money that goes to Israel?
The party that's in charge right now.
Who is in charge of the House?
I'm not talking about the House. I'm talking about it was 50-50 for the most part, but
Once
Biden
again,
is
I'm going
sending-
to ask you, who do you think...
He doesn't even know how our government works.
Jones, I got to step in here, please. I got to step. This is crazy.
I'll give you a couple minutes, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't need a couple minutes, but Noah, you. Oh my God, dude, this is scary that you honestly don't know. The leader of the House of Representatives controls what goes to the floor.
Everything with Erica. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Okay, so the idea that you said it was 50-50, no, they control what happens. Remember when we did the whole entire bill when it came to the border bill and all their stuff that was in all kind of stuff? When they separated the border bill and they had the funding for Israel and the other war that's going on right now, Ukraine. Thank you. They still funded it. Both sides did.
Actually, more funding
Thanks for the sub.
that was in the original bill that was attached to the border bill. They
Exactly.
gave them even more money.
But then when
Exactly,
you asked
so-
them why they wouldn't let the border bill pass, because they were talking about there's too much fat in the bill. Did you see how much money they're trying to send to Ukraine? But
That was
people
my
don't
point
understand
exactly.
Ukraine
So
got
Noah,
the money
I really
anyways.
hope Noah you can understand process. I mean, the thing that's really scares me right now, and I listen to you talk here, and I usually don't jump on because I'm working right now, but I heard it and it just stunned me, is that you don't understand process and you don't understand cause and effect, and you come up and say, well, when Trump was in office, things were better. It's kind of like you really don't understand where things actually start. When Mr. Jones was talking a minute ago about all those drone strikes, the thing that you need to go back and, well, if you can, if you will go study this, if you will, please, okay, is something called blowback. It's the unintended consequences of things that you do, okay? If you're dropping all those bombs on people over all those years, right, people are getting pissed off. They're getting upset. Their family members are going away, right? Those individuals can come back and they can do, can I say the word terrorism on TikTok? You know what I'm saying?
No,
At a later date. T-group. They can do T-group things at a later date to us, right? That's building up. When you take out Soleimani, right, the leader of the Iranian military, one of their top guys, one of their top people, now you pissed Iran off. And then you also stop the deal for them being able to make big boom booms, right? All these things that are a cause and effect over time can begin to affect the United States of America, okay? That's one thing, right? But I want you also to
trying to
right
pull
now,
out a NATO.
you're saying that if
insanity.
Yeah, and then also you're saying that if we didn't spend that money in those wars, that America's economy would be better. They're not connected at all. Period.
Yeah. Also,
I'm not, and the very idea that you're saying that, and the very idea that you're saying that lets me know you have no idea of what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, I did not say.
You don't know. Honestly, you don't know how you don't know how economies work. My father's a professor. He teaches economics. I went to school. I learned economics, and I hear you talk. There's no connections. It's just like, well, this guy was serious. It was better. I really need you and other Americans and other Trump people to go and please study this shit. Because let's just look at one more thing. I'm going to stop talking here real quick. Even if we did increase the amount of oil we did, right, and what Trump's saying, drill more, drill here, all that other kind of bullshit. The thing that none of you guys are understanding is that if Trump gave them the ability to drill more oil, they don't have to. They can choose whatever they want. They don't have to do anything. They say, we're making a shitload of money right now. Why would I drill more oil, which is going to cost me more money? I gotta use more resources.
Flood the market
and drain
with
my
oil.
pocket out when I don't have to, though.
Yeah,
What's
flood
that?
the market with oil just so OPEC can say, "Oh, for real," and start cutting production again.
What? Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Business is business, and the thing that you guys don't understand are numbers and positions, right? I'm gonna quote Condoleezza Rice. I don't want to right now, but she said something a long time ago. It made me mad, but I think about it to this day. In every crisis, there's an opportunity. And the oil companies, this crisis saw an opportunity to make a bunch of money, and they did, and they're loving it. And there's no way in the world that Trump's going to make these companies drill more oil to drop the price of oil. It's just not going to happen. So I hope you can understand that and begin to understand economics in a different light and open your mind up. And this is not a left-leaning thing. This is just business. What we're all talking about right now.
And the oil companies themselves, the CEOs of the oil companies themselves are saying, that's not going to lower oil. Drill baby drill is not going to help the economy. That's not going to lower the prices of oil. Like, where do y'all get these concepts from?
Right.
Well, Jones, they also said that. Jones, they also said they're not going to drill more oil.
Okay.
They also said we're not going to do more oil too.
Yeah. Go ahead, Brad.
So, all right. I thanks for letting me up, Jones. I appreciate it, man.
Yep.
And I had some water today too, by the way.
I'm glad.
And I said something nice. Have a good day, guys. Take care.
You too.
And as I already said, the blanket tariffs on Canada, that's going to raise your gas prices too. He said that would not be exempt. And who pays tariffs? The consumer.
So I've been here for a while. I just want to, state my point with the whole war thing. But the 38 billion that was sent to Israel was under Barack Obama's presidency, when they were signing over like the whole Iron Dome stuff. So this was done 2016. It's not something that was recently done.
You're not muted. You're not muted. Anyway. What was it that you said about 2016? I wasn't paying attention. I disassociated from your foolishness.
Yeah, no. So I was saying it was under Barack Obama's presidency that the whole money was getting sent out. It's not just a recent, the war's just now happening, but that money was being sent out back then.
Could it be because we are obligated to do so because of agreements that we made with other countries?
Yeah, Barack Obama made that agreement in 2016 is what I was saying.
What agreement did he make in 2016?
It was the whole Iron Dome thing that they signed starting in 2011. So that, as a part of a $38 billion agreement over 10 years. That's all I have to say. I'm going to end it there. Thank you.
Okay. I just, God, this shit is so frustrating. He read one fucking article, and we've been sending weaponry and funding and all kinds of shit to Israel for quite a very, very fucking long time.
I just want y'all to see this. Oh, shoot. I forgot to mirror it. Is it mirrored? Yeah, okay. Y'all
Oh,
see this?
Blaze is another idiot. The USA is a republic, not a democracy. Supporting a democracy is treason. Why don't you come up? I can't even invite you, of course, so I'm just going to mute you.
A democracy, a representative republic is a democracy. Y'all are a propaganda machine, boy. In 2022, Canada was the source of 52% of the U.S. petroleum imports and 60% of its crude oil imports. We get the vast majority of our oil from Canada. That's what we use for gasoline. It's not as good as oil. It's a little bit more expensive to refine, but it's much, much cheaper. And so the minimal refining cost that it takes still makes it easier for us to use their oil than our oil. We import tons of our oil. I mean, we export tons of our oil. Like, I just don't understand why you guys don't get this. I don't say things that if I'm not certain that they're the truth. Also, what was the other? What was the thing?
Is it or is it not true that the United States began like actively, significantly contributing to Israel's funding in financial ways since like the 70s?
Oh yeah, we've been funding.
Yeah, he tried to say that it was
beginning.
because of Barack Obama.
What?
Like we've been helping Israel since the very inception in 1948, but then even more so actively since the 70s.
Bro's a super coon. I don't think that he likes American black people. I think that's a lot to do with it.
Ignore them, Axel. Let them scream into the void.
What was the other thing that we were just talking about?
I don't know. I disassociated because he's fucking stupid. I started thinking about ordering Tijuana Flats because I'm hungry.
It was something about Israel, something about, you know what I'm saying, American finances. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I mean, he denied dropping the bombs, all of the things. Thank you, Laura. 62 is when we started sending weapons. I'll check it just to be sure. Bucky, if you think I won't mute you.
Because it's the only the democracy thing. Let me go back to that. That's what it was. That's what it was. And this is from the U.S. government.
Hey guys, while Jones is pulling that up, please remember that you should be an active participant in the live. Keep tapping the screen, keep sharing the live. There is the boxing glove goal, there is a sub goal, there also is the daily gift goal. It's right there in the sticker above Jones's head. Make sure that you are, look, 282 shares is kind of abysmal, friends. Make sure that you're gifting the panel. Even if it's an op, if you like what they're having to say, show them some support. Maybe you'll encourage them. Please don't.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Reginald, are you in opposition of what we are discussing here today? Do you believe that you voted for Trump and you know what you voted for?
Hold on, I just want to put this on the screen for just a second. Just a second. I don't. The
United States, democracy in the United States. The United States is a representative democracy. This means that our government is elected by citizens. Here, citizens vote for their government officials. I'm reading it backwards, by the way. These officials represent. I can read it. I can read
backwards too, but I forgot that it was backwards. I want everybody to be able to see this.
All right. These officials represent citizens' ideas and concerns in the government. I'm reading it because I know that we have visually impaired people. Voting is one way to participate in our democracy. Thank you for the Venmo. Kimberly, citizens can also contact their officials when they want to support or change a legislation. Voting in an election and contacting our elected officials are two ways that Americans can participate in their democracy.
And what does that say at the top as the address?
uscis.gov.
Gotcha.
All right.
So we are a representative republic, but that is, you know what I'm saying, synonymous with a democracy.
I can read backwards because I'm ambidextrous and also
that's a good talent.
Nosy as fuck. I can read upside down too, just as fast.
All right. So, I mean, I came across this live stream, and I've overheard some of the conversation. One thing that I can say, for one, I'm definitely not a Trump supporter, and the reason why is he was when I served in the military, he was my commander in chief, and I will say that there were things that he just went against American values and what America truly means, and so
he plans on cutting VA benefits as part of the first 100 days too.
And my take on it is that what's missing right now, there's not a lot of free thinking. There's not enough critical thinking. It's sad that the education level, or just knowledge in its sense, is kind of like it's fading away to certain individuals, and it saddens me that there has to be the continuation of having to provide facts, provide information and knowledge that you should think people innately should have when educating themselves, because Trump has already said it before. He likes the poorly educated. He's all for the poorly educated, and it's because of that demographic of those individuals, those people. Like that's what has propelled him into where he is right now. And I will say, everything that we, those who do actually use common sense and use knowledge and using information, factual information to help educate those, it's most certainly like nobody really wants to care or care about that. Don't want to hear it, and it's like they're going against their own interests, and it's sad. Like, for instance, that you may have already seen a video feed of the steel workers, the union, for an example. You know, saying like the hype that they believed that Trump was going to side with them, and
what was that young man's name? No rats? Did I lose audio again? Yeah, I can't hear you. Yeah, I can't hear you guys though. Well, this stinks. Uh, hmm. Can y'all hear me on but I can't hear anybody. Why is it doing this? Yeah, I can't hear you guys at all, and I don't know why. Nah, I didn't turn off my volume. I started looking at something else. Still nothing. All right, give me a second, guys. Shit, me too. I need to go through and see what comes out that I don't need.
Like $9 grand a month. I was like, where the fuck my money going? Why am I always broke?
People can hear you, by the way.
That's fine. They can go on, bro.
Why had to like shut down OBS and restart it or something?
see right now. I think it's the capture card. Because your computer's making sound. It's this. For some reason, it isn't pumping anything through. Also, while I'm in here, there's your microphone.
Want me to undo the?
Hmm?
You want me to undo this?
The capture card?
Yeah.
Yeah, put it. Wait, let me see first. Yeah, unplug it and replug it back in.
I don't know.
You're right.
I don't know.
What do we know, right?
What do we know?
We just read stuff. What do we know?
Again, poorly educated. Oh, it's and then you have Louisiana wanting the 10 Commandments put, in the schools. Like it's, I've for numerous people that I've spoken to that are conservative, and don't get me wrong, I've met some moderately conservative, which I respect because they do speak with a level head. But then for those that I've spoken to that are obviously more far leaning right, the thing that I keep hearing the most is that they need to bring Jesus in school, or their Jesus. I don't follow.
They
but
don't even know they're Jesus. That's so crazy.
Right. And so they want to bring prayers into school and stuff. And I look at them and I'm like, what do you mean? Like, since when there was ever a time in a public school system there has been something involving, to a religious effect?
Right, there shouldn't be. I
right.
mean, I will say, arguably, though, spirituality, not religion specific, but just spirituality in general, there have been studies that have shown that people who consider themselves spiritual do have better outcomes, especially when they're like going through health crises. But to force one specific religion is very detrimental to children. Very detrimental.
It is. It will cause more harm than good, especially for those of other religious backgrounds that are attending to get school to get an education. It's going to be conflicting, and that's the problem. It's like the projection is crazy in certain parts of America, and I'm hoping that Americans fight back on this, because especially for those who have already gone through school and graduated, and I mean, even though the old and the young that recently graduated people, hopefully they take a stand on this, because if they did not go through this through school, why would they want to allow this to happen on the next generation of children? I just don't think that should ever occur, because this is America, and we've all gone through a lot through history.
I mean, I could say, like, to have religion in school, if it was all religions and it was like a world religions course that was taught, and it was taught by people who were actually knowledgeable about these religions, I wouldn't be opposed to it, because it helps kids learn about the diversities in their community. But to force the 10 Commandments or the Bible with the Trump nonsense in it that's missing amendments from the Constitution, like that's directly indoctrination. I've taken world religion classes. I've taken them at a college level, but taking those classes taught me that sometimes people operate differently because of their religious structure and how that factors into their life. So as a high school level course, sure, fine, but it has to be across the board. Like, kids can't just be learning Christianity. They need to learn about Buddhism and Hinduism and Judaism and all of the other world religions. But that's because it's to make them good stewards in their community, not to teach them that they have to believe in this religion.
Yes. Thank you. I agree 100% with that. And want to add on that, one thing I've noticed, and I'm seeing some of the messages come across, some are, I know some are trolling.
Unique understanding come up so I can
Yeah.
talk to you about this, because this is too much for me to just reply to you in the comments, and I'm not going to talk to you while you're down there.
Quick
One of the
commercial
things that I
break.
can say have
Rude.
Yeah, I'm sorry. One last thing, and I got, and I'm pretty much going to end this one for me. One thing I will say is that having served in the military, I've had the opportunity to travel across the world, and I've been exposed to many different cultures and seen many different religions. And one thing that I can say, looking from America, from the outside looking in, we are no different than any other country that is on this planet. And the problem is that there are only select individuals that want to project and make it as if it is wanted to be a theocracy, and that is not how the country is ran. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some countries that do have a predominant religion. Just, I know Christianity is kind of large in America and Middle East, so is Islam. My thing is that even then, in the Islam faith, at least where I went at, they still respect, unless some other countries they're really hardened on it, but most other countries, they respect other religions. They don't sit here and try to, ridicule or chastise any person for having a religion that's not theirs. Yeah. So I leave that. I'll leave it at that. But that's just something that I wanted to share, because until you travel outside the world, outside of America, you truly won't understand just exactly the how the world is different, but at the same time, we are also alike in certain ways. Yep. And that's what I'll leave with. Thank you for having me on the stream.
Thank you for being here, Reginald. It was so nice to talk to you.
All right, no problem.
See you later.
Take care, guys.
Bye. Unique, you had a question for me from the comments that I happened to catch the at. What exactly is your question about selective service?
Yo, well, because I'm hearing on the radio every day. Well, first off, hello everyone.
Hi.
Jones, no Rads, we got. Yes, just wanted to say hello. But yo, literally daily on my drives to work, on my drives home, I'm literally hearing that. I think upon turning 18, that you should sign up for selective service. Or
yes, you have to.
See, but why?
Well, there's numerous reasons for that, and this is a conversation that we have all the time in relation to misogyny and the division of domestic labor and child rearing, right? So selective service was a piece of legislation that was put in by men. And when we look at things that impact the community or impact families as a whole, especially like divorce rates, in divorce cases where children are involved, men who challenge custody only account for 4% of those cases. Then we look at domestic labor, right? Women carry the brunt of domestic labor. So when we look at all of this data that goes into doing these domestic things, including child rearing, we see that men don't take as much of an active role as women do. They don't want it. And so when it came to choosing selective service and making it geared towards men, it was because men did not want to have to stay home and take care of the children and the household in ways that women did. It has to go into what they consider quote unquote traditional gender roles. They didn't want those roles.
Yo, I completely get that. But that's so bad. If somebody wanted to fight for their country and stand up tall for their country, they will do it.
Right. Well, I mean, that's why we have to challenge traditional gender roles, and we have to work against the misogyny and the patriarchy, because women will serve. Women do it voluntarily every single day. So if we want to say that selective service is something that all citizens have to participate in, there are many women who would, anytime we have these conversations, women are like, yeah, I would do it if that's what I had to do. But, it's up to the legislators to change that.
Dude, I literally just met a couple of our lawmakers here in Florida 2 days ago. They're up here in Tallahassee, and they came to the restaurant that I'm one of the chefs at, and I got to sit and talk with them for a very long time. And they hate it. They hate it. They hate everything about this state and everything that it's becoming. But back to the initial point, like, yo, hey, I appreciate you clearing that up because I had no idea. I did not realize it went that deep.
Yeah, it's rooted in misogyny, to be honest,
Like,
and men wanting not to not have those, you
Yeah.
know, domestic roles.
I thought it was, like, all right, well, your man, you got to fight.
Nah,
Period.
and that's misogynistic as well.
Damn, that sucks.
But that's why I couldn't answer you from the comments. It's a lot.
Oh, no, absolutely. Hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody on the panel. Thank you for bringing me up, No Reds. Mr.
No.
Jones, y'all be easy. I'm going to go ahead and hop back down and keep listening.
Okay, have a good rest of your day.
Yes, you too.
Thank you.
Can we do those commercial breaks now?
Sure, can you read your texts? Auntie Wig sent something. I need you to read that.
Okay.
All right, guys, we're only at 288K likes. I know it's been a while since Dangerously Early was on your feed, but it is still the same show, and you guys know that you have to be active participants. So make sure that you are tapping the screen. We're only at 494 shares. You got to change that. We got to get to like 1,500 asexually, as Mr. Jones likes to say. There is the sub goal. Please make sure that you're subscribing. If you subscribe at the basic level, when we go sub only chat, which we might have to do if you guys don't get to tap in, you'll have access to the chat. If you want to participate in the Discord, which we need you guys to actively participate in the Discord too, because I talk to myself a lot and I feel very lonely over there. Make sure that you subscribe at the standard level. That gives you Discord access. Our op dropped because he got scared. It's okay, little fella. What else do we got to do? We're going to check the link tree. That's where you can find Mr. Jones's pay links. His Cash App, Venmo, Tip Jar, and PayPal are all in there. So there's a way for you to donate to that daily goal, that 470 right above Mr. Jones's head. There's also the holiday shop if you want to help. What?
No, I was saying
I
there's
don't see it
1,100 people in here, so we should be able to
I
meet
know, there's
that really
1,100
easily.
people. There's 1,100 people. The likes, everything, all the things should be higher than what they are,
Tell 'em about
and
the school
that
store.
live goal
Sorry.
should be lower than what it is. But if you want to participate in the school holiday shop, there is a school here in Florida where some of the families, they don't have the opportunity to provide their kids with a lot, and so we partnered with a local school to get this school holiday shop going. The kids get school bucks for participating academically and being good stewards in their community, and they get to take those bucks to the school store to get gifts for their family members, and they're little kids, so they'll probably get a little something for themselves. So go ahead and check that out. Anything that you purchase from that store will go directly to the school.
Yep, goes directly
Also,
to
if you
the
like
school.
me, my Cash App and Venmo are also in my bio.
Yes, they definitely are. And make sure that you guys are actively taking. Somebody asked, how do you get into the Discord? The last thing, really quickly, Dan Trail, Bonet Boom, world-renowned artist, is putting these original prints. They are limited prints. They are each going to be numbered and signed by the artist and come with a certificate of authenticity. They're 16 by 20s, currently priced at $300 each. $300 each is the price on these. If you are interested in one of these prints, please let me know so that we can make that happen for you. This, as you guys know, artwork only increases in value. Artwork only increases in value, and I think this is a great opportunity for you guys to own, a piece of his art. I own a couple of pieces of his art that they're absolutely amazing, but they're $300 each. Again, limited edition. Come with a letter of authenticity. You can have it praised immediately. They typically praise for well over $1,000. I think that's all.
If you guys are having trouble seeing the Discord link, it's because you're subscribed at the basic level. You have to be subscribed at the standard level. You'll click the little gold star that's next to the chat box. It appears for a star as for some people, a shield for other people, but is right to the left of that text box. Click it and you'll go to benefits. You'll see Discord if you're a standard level subscriber, and then you can link your Discord.
Oh yeah, we didn't mention Izzy. Izzy's birthday wish list is at the very top. Izzy's birthday wish list is at the very top. Her birthday was the day before yesterday. Her birthday party is not until a couple weekends from now. But she did have a birthday wish list. And you guys were very gracious with taking care of her last year. We do appreciate you supporting the Tough Family Babies.
No, Banna, you're not paying to join the Discord. You're paying for a subscription to Jones, and a Discord is the benefits, having access to the Discord. If you don't want to be a part of it, don't be a part of it. It's okay. It doesn't hurt our feelings if you don't want to be there. You can just come hang out with us and stream.
We tried it the other way, and it ended up being very bad.
Oh, yes. It ended up being extremely vile because people who do not like us ended up getting in the Discord and causing lots of problems, including, threats to people's safety. So this is just to keep everybody safe.
Correct. No, T.O., I got my phone back.
Discord is a lot of work, Wu-Tang. I have too many damn servers. Dre, are you opposition? Did you vote for Trump or did you not like Dre? I did mute you, Dre, because you had a lot of background noise. You sounded like you were on a journey.
Elena, thank you so much for the $50. $15. I appreciate you. Like, and honestly, I don't know that you guys understand like how much actually goes on behind the scenes, how many phone calls and conference calls and the things that myself and NORADs and a couple of other people have to do in order, to make these community projects go, to travel, to be at, activations and events, and advocate. Like, it's a lot. It is more than a full-time job. And also the time and effort it takes for us to create the content we create, to learn about, the information that we share on the live. It is a job. It is a job. And it ain't for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, some days it's not for me.
Right.
Some days I wake up and I'm like, not today. Which is unfortunate, but it is very easy to get burnt out. Self-care is super important.
The first day of the DC event went well. The second day of the event, some more unruly characters showed up and got themselves arrested. But we all did contribute to the bail fund. So we'll just hope for the best. What's up, Brett? How are you, friend?
Man, holidays are tough, and especially this time. And what's even worse is I just caught a 7-day on my account, which is
same, bro. Same.
Yeah. So it's terrible, but I'm here trying to get my backup going so I can continue to make a living, because you know how it is. Everything that you said a minute ago was just spot on, brother.
Yep. Well, there it is, guys. Every single person in here, go and follow Brett right now.
Thank y'all so much.
And then when you go to his profile and follow him, turn on the notifications and make sure you have notifications for when he goes live so you can participate in Brett's live stream. And if you're not doing that, I don't know what you're doing, but do it right now anyway.
Thank you so much, NORADs.
I wasn't following you because this is my backup account because my main is in the timeouts.
Yeah, it's wild, the reason that I got a timeout, but we used to it. How many backups y'all got? Like, I'm following like 12 of Jones's. Like, I don't even know if some of them are even real at this point. Every time I see one, I'm like, because he catches them left and right. So.
Yep.
I really do, man. Well, I gave a couple away.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I just got this one officially, but yeah, my banana was for gender-based violence and sexual exploitation.
Yes, same.
Can I let you in on a little secret?
What's up?
that's because you're being targeted by the app itself. That is not
Yeah.
something that people can report you for. I got mine because some guy told me, your body, my choice, and called me a whole bunch of different words, and I told him that he had a little thing, and
So-
TikTok didn't like that.
And mine's even crazier, right? So like y'all know on Wednesdays I do like this critical thinking type thing. Like 2 weeks ago I posed the question to everybody, you know, would you rather implement Roe v. Wade or an assault weapons ban, right? And it's arguing two goods, you know? So it's really like critical thought. This past Wednesday, it was, would you rather have a drag queen read the Bible to your kids or a priest read a book on drag to your kids? And then, yeah,
Yep.
caught me with that.
Who's this? Do we know who this is?
Yes.
Hey, guess what? Hello.
He's definitely gonna crash out fast.
Oh,
Well, I'll stay on here as long as the host keeps me, because I usually make this guy cry and he kicks me and he starts pouting and you know I feel sorry for him, but if he wants to have a conversation, I'll have it with him. But he usually cries and kicks me, so I just wanted to let everybody know that.
oh, I'm in charge of the kicking today.
Oh, so he won't kick me when I roll over him right now?
You're not going to. You came up here with your box of Kleenex ready. What do you want to add to the conversation today?
Well, no, I was just wondering why the guy likes to kick me so much. I mean, he's supposed to be Democratic liberal, but when I come on,
No,
he
he's none of
doesn't
those
like-
things.
what is he?
Jones, would you like to tell him what you are?
I am a communist. I've said this probably 6 billion times at this point. I'm not
Right,
a
he just doesn't
Democrat.
listen.
I'm not a liberal. And like anybody who considers themselves conservative is also a neoliberal. It really bothers me
Define
that you guys
communist to me.
use. Well, if you don't mind me finishing my original thought. When people
Yeah,
say
go ahead.
liberal, they don't know what they're talking about at all. A liberal just means that you believe in free market capitalism. You believe in free market capitalism, therefore you're a liberal. Like, you guys just use terms that you hear other people say as pejoratives and you have no idea what they mean. Like woke, like liberal. Like, all it means is you believe in free market capitalism.
So, what is a communist?
Stateless, moneyless, classless society.
So you want to live in a stateless, moneyless, classless society?
Correct.
And where do they have that that sort of societies?
The vast majority of human history.
Is classless?
What?
So there is no ruling party. You know of a country that has no ruling party?
Not currently, no.
Oh yeah. So
But
what
I
you
said the
just said is
vast
not
majority
true.
of human history. How old have human beings been on this planet? Homo sapiens
so-
sapiens.
Well, let's say in the last 1,000 years, name me one society that was rulerless.
Indigenous people.
Yeah.
No, because
you, Jen.
indigenous people have. That's where America got councils from. That's where they got.
Yes, those councils.
It was a collective.
A collective.
Correct.
Yeah, it was a collective.
Correct.
Exactly.
But a council is representative of a collective. Those are the ruling party.
No,
And
they're
if you
not.
don't understand,
No,
that-
they don't
Oh,
rule.
yeah.
No, they don't.
So the council doesn't tell you what the rules will be.
No,
No,
it was
see,
a
then you don't know
community
what a council
effort,
is,
sir.
brother.
I mean, Mexico
do.
didn't even have its first established government until 1824.
We're not talking about government. Government's a total different. We're talking about a ruling party. We're talking about chieftains. We're talking about kings. We're talking about queens.
Did any of no king? Oh my God! When we're talking about indigenous culture and those people who were on, this collective decisioning board, did they make those decisions without consulting with the people who in their tribe? Did they not have conversations and make collective decisions about the benefits of the people?
Let me ask you, Norads, do you know who ran Mexica?
Who ran Mexica?
Who was the ruler of Mexica?
I'm asking you. I don't know. Tell me.
I know you don't know. Neither of you guys know because you're
Then
talking stuff that you don't
fucking
know.
tell me.
Yeah,
He's
Mexica
talking
was.
about-
So
he's talking about-
what is a communist? Mexica
He's
was
talking
ruled
about
by the
Central and South
emperor.
America.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about Mexico. Mexico's not Central and South. It's North American.
Mexico is.
Yeah. So this is why I'm here, is to teach you guys who we are, so that you guys can.
I'm tired of you
learn.
coming in here just talking
Both
about
white and
Mexico
black.
all the time, bro.
So understand that the emperor of Mexico was named Moctezuma. He was an emperor. Okay, I don't know where you get your understanding of indigenous cultures from, notepads, but you're wrong. We have chiefs, we have emperors. So what is the
well,
communist?
hold on, Brett. Chicano, did I call you any names other than Chicano? Did I call you stupid? Did I anything at all? Did I just say I didn't know the answer to your question and to give me the answer? Did I not?
Well, no.
So why are you being disrespectful? You can read. I know you can read because you just typed out things in the chat. So you are in fact literate. Why did you feel the need to do that?
Listen, when you
Why did you feel not a listen? Why did you feel the need to be disrespectful?
I'm not. I don't think I am. Again, the reason I'm coming on here, the reason I'm coming on
under my name, and again, I know you are literate. Under my picture here, it says no rads. It says that. I know that you can read. Why did you feel the need to be disrespectful? You can unmute yourself and answer that question directly. And if you're not going to answer it directly, you know what's going to happen.
Here we go with the muting. This is what happens
because
when
you're
you roll
talking over me. You're being rude.
When you roll over people, they tend to start muting you, and then they want to kick you.
You are being rude. Why did you feel the need to be condescending? When you asked me a question directly, I told you I did not have the answer. I have not called you any names.
You just
Why
sat
did
here
you feel
and
the
said
need to do that?
Okay, can I answer the question?
Yep, go ahead, answer it.
Okay, so when we were talking about rulerless societies, like this man said, I told him there's no such thing. You said, yes, there is.
Why does that have to correlate with you being disrespectful to me?
I'm not going to carry on a conversation with you muting me. This is why I don't carry on.
Yep, you're not going to carry on any conversation.
Thank
Fuck
you.
off.
Hey, so listen, when he's talking, like the leader that he just mentioned was like after the 1400s, you know what I'm saying? Like during the middle of Spanish Inquisition or Spanish, Inquisition and the Spanish invasion of, North Central South America in that region. But in addition to that, like we're still talking about, years prior to this. The Homo sapiens sapiens have been around for 285,000 years. These ideas of established government have only been around for like 5,000 or 6,000 years. And so prior to that, many cultures, again, led by council and chiefs, right? Chiefs were more important in terms of hunting or establishing the oldest bloodline within the society. Just establishing the oldest bloodline within the society had nothing to do with them having ultimate leadership. As a matter of fact, most chiefs didn't even make any type of moves or decisions without the council of women. But all he ever does is come up and talk about Mexico and then say how black people are racist every single time I talk to him.
Also, the person he was referring to, while he was the emperor, he allowed people to live freely. He gave them land.
Communism.
That they managed on their own. The only thing that was really government related is when he would go into other territories and take it over using his military forces. But outside of that, his people live freely amongst themselves. So.
I mean, I was more than happy to have a conversation about the history of his people. But there was no reason for him to call me notepads, none whatever. The only person who is allowed to call me that is C-Dave, because I call him C-section, and we are friendly with one another. You don't fucking know me.
Seabass.
So, what is a communist?
Brett, I'm gonna fight you.
Can I answer the question?
Brett sounds exactly like him when he does it too.
I know, it's so crazy. I'm like, wait, did I not kick him? What happened?
No, it's my soundboard.
So, what is a communist?
Oh, you have a soundboard that recorded it? Thank you, Cassie.
No.
Hey guys, that's crazy talk. I need one of those. I have one. I just don't know how to use it. but it's coming soon.
It's fucking great.
Thank you, Cassie. Hey guys, listen, we only have $400 left in the daily goal, only 400. There's 1,300 people in here. I know we can hit that. Like I said, we got a lot of initiatives coming up here in the very near future. Hopefully we're able to figure out this food acquisition aspect of it today, because I do want to take care of as many of these people going into this holiday season as possible. But also, I want to figure out a way, and I'm going to talk to the people at these companies on how we can make this a reoccurring occasion, like at least once a month. We can have, you know what I'm saying, boxes of food. We'll have the food force there, which, like I said, is already in progress. We already have garlic. We already have cabbage. We already have lettuce. We have fresh basil, fresh thyme. What else? Oh, not pumpkins, but squash. We can't do tomatoes yet because those can potentially be harmed in the cold weather. But they'll come soon. But that's already in action. So that's a good thing. It's not as elaborate as we want it to be yet, but it's at least in the process. So yeah, you know, we got a lot of work going on. The school store, like I already said. Hey Aaron, thank you so much for the $20. I appreciate it. But again, the time and effort that it takes and the resources that it takes is not cheap. So for those of you who don't know, me and No Rads went on had a mommy daddy alone day, and No Rad said, "Hey, get on this ride. It's the greatest ride in the park." And now I feel like I'll never ride it again. But
to be fair, I didn't say it was the greatest because Velocicoaster is. I did say it was really good though.
But yeah, my phone flew out of my pocket on the ride. And and I had to ride the ride by myself on top of that. But I should have been more responsible and backed up my phone to the cloud.
Did you do that?
Put it in a locker. No, because I still don't know how. And put it in a locker. We got a lot of work going on. Right.
All right, well, we'll have, when we get off alive, we'll FaceTime and I'll screen share and show you how to do it.
But anywho, I lost my phone and I was not able to access my bank accounts. I was not able to access or call anybody in terms of like other people that were involved in the activation to, you know, organize or any of that stuff. I couldn't book the airplane flights because I didn't have any of my credit card information. It was the worst experience ever. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I was thoroughly depressed. No Raz can attest to that. I stayed in the bed for 2 whole days. I didn't even move because there's other very important stuff that was in my phone that I thought that I wouldn't get back, and it would cause me other types of harm.
Just want to say a big shout out to Austin at Universal Studios. If you happen to go there and you see Austin at Guest Services, just tell him he's a great guy. He tried so hard to help. Yeah. He really did.
Were you able to get all your stuff back?
I got my phone back.
Oh, nice.
It's crazy because I have one of those they're supposed to be the best screen protectors there is. And it has a lifetime warranty, so if it ever breaks, they just replace it for me. And I was thinking to myself when I went to go pick up my phone, I was like, oh yeah, this joint about to be smashed to shit. The screen protector was scratched up, but I've already had it replaced. I went and had it replaced yesterday when I picked up my phone. But no, there's nothing wrong with my phone whatsoever. And it even rained one of those days.
So it was sitting out for a few days?
Oh, since the day before Thanksgiving. However, I talked to Hope yesterday, and because there was people that were being arrested, I sent over the money to contribute to the bail fund. So at least I could, you know what I'm saying, actively participate in the best way that I could. So, you know,
You gotta back your phone up, brother. You gotta back it
Entertain
up.
me. I sent you an invite. I would really like for you to come and explain to me whatever that comment is about California psychics. So I'm gonna mute you so that you come up here and explain it to me, because I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
I know his first question is gonna be.
So, what is a communist?
Oh God. Jessica, thank you so much for the $25. I appreciate you.
No, I had Adam so fucked up yesterday, dude, because I kept playing something from the guy speaking so much so that he started yelling at the guy. Oh, it made my day.
My food is taking too long. I'm so hungry, and it's saying I ordered it a long time ago, and it's telling me that it's not going to be here till 10 after 1. I'm going to fight people. I'm getting hangry.
I think that's one of the worst things about living in the suburbs of Orlando instead of Orlando proper. Because if you're in downtown, you can order something on Uber Eats, and before you finish the transaction on your phone, they're fucking at your damn door.
Yeah.
People were doing a sit-in, or not a sit-in, but like going into the bathrooms at the Capitol. Because they passed legislation that says you have to use the bathroom that is in relation to the sex that you were assigned at birth. And so the Capitol activation was about, you know, opposing that particular legislation. Day one went on without a hitch. Day two, people showed back up and tried to, you know what I'm saying, like, tried to turn up the heat.
Hey, Jones, you know what we haven't done in a while?
What's that?
Can we get a daily affirmation?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
You know, daily affirmation. It's Friday. We can end the work week for some people with a little bit of positivity.
I'm going to give you one of my own. It's not obviously mine. It's an old aphorism. You know what I'm saying? But happiness is a journey, not a destination. Like, you don't just, you know what I'm saying, like, get to happy one day and then it's all, you know what I'm saying, said and done. That's not how life works. So you have to find all of the small things to be appreciative and love, you know, along the way. Like, whether it be your children, whether it be your partner, whether it be, you know, a hobby of yours, or a job. But yes, happiness is a journey. It's not a destination. It's not somewhere you just, you know, you finally reach the point and you're like, oh, now I'm happy, because those instances can change in a moment. Brett, I'm sure you understand that like nobody else.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So just remember, you know what I'm saying? Like, find whatever it is in your day, in your week, in your month, to find joy in, and hang on to that. And when there's bad, you know, when there's bad times, down times, remember that, you know what I'm saying, there's other things that are going on in your life and with those around you that you can, you know, borrow some of that joy from.
Preach. That's all I can say, because I'm still all depressed and shit. So I could just be like, preach.
You guys stop tapping.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Tapping and sharing.
Guys,
we got a lot of work going on.
Let's tap that shit.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to be careful what I say now, because I'm scared of what Brett
I've been waiting
on the soundboard.
I almost caught you on the I'm going to throw hands about your food. I almost caught that.
Oh boy. I mean, I'll say I'm gonna throw hands for you if you want me to.
Shit.
Tell me when you're ready.
Oh, Benjamin, I would love to discuss that. To be honest with you, there's nothing more that I would like to discuss than that specifically. But I don't like just talk to the chat because it makes me, I don't know, self-conscious, I guess. It makes me feel weird. But if you want to come up here and have a conversation about how communism works, you know what I'm saying, for all parties involved, I'd be more than happy to do that. More than happy. It's a very, very simple principle. Hey, Brett, do you have a special skill or a talent? No one person in society is more important than another. That's absurd.
Yeah.
What'd you say? You can do what?
I'm good at riling people up.
Ooh, samesies.
Right. But do you have like,
yeah,
I don't know.
I write.
Okay, gotcha. If I needed something written, right? Mm-hmm. And you needed, I don't know, your AC replaced, right?
Yep.
You could write me something and I can work on your AC. If NORADS has way more talents than I have, but NORADS is a triple board certified radiological technician. I don't know jack shit.
You didn't even.
What?
I'm a technologist, not a technician.
Oh, technologist.
I don't fix shit. I break it.
Oh, got it. Yeah, I don't know jack shit about that, like at all. Nothing, right? But if I break my arm, or if I need an X-ray or a CAT scan or any of the like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever is the things that she does, then she could do that for me, and then I can wash the clothes and cook a meal and do the dishes. Because that's what
that sounds like a deal. I'm in.
Because that's what I'm talented at. Like, these aren't hard concepts. Like, she still need whatever a doctor does or a professional of any kind. There's not a single thing in their life that they don't need done. And if somebody else took the time to do it, like if I was the person who cleans out the fucking latrines, right? It's a nasty ass job. Somebody's got to do it. Some people don't mind that shit, believe it or not. But if I'm the person that has to clean out the latrines, while I'm cleaning out the latrines, there's other things going on in my household or in my life that if somebody else was taking care of, it would be worth my while. Like, oh shit, Jones cleans out all these fucking nasty ass latrines. So when he stops by the barbershop, I'm just gonna cut his hair. Because if he didn't clean out the latrines, they'd be nasty.
Yep.
It's a simple concept. And if we actually invested, right, our time and energy in making sure that everybody is educated, because I promise you, everybody doesn't want to be a doctor. Everybody doesn't want to be a nurse. Everybody doesn't want to be a lawyer. But if we had available access to higher education for all people, then it would be easier for us to have more of those things. Guess what? If we had more of those things, there'd be less of a need or demand for them. And guess what happens if there's less of a need or demand for them? Then the people who work in those fields get more free time with their families instead of working 3, 4, 12-hour fucking shifts.
Yep. Imagine how much more fulfilling your life would be if you got to focus on the things that you loved, and that's professionally and personally.
Like, y'all just do not use your brains at all. Fascist liberal is not, those two things don't even go together.
No.
That's
center right and far right.
Like the short-sightedness of you know what I'm saying, like our society or our lack of ability, you know what I'm saying, to consider things in any other way than billionaires told them this is how it has to be is absurd to me. Like, I don't care if it was my fucking parents. If my parents told me something, I'm like, nah, I gotta go look that up. That don't sound right. There's gotta be There's got to be a different. Bro just came in here and heard me talking about communism and communalism instead of Democrats need to stop crying. Democrats are not communists and they're not socialists. Democrats are center right. And then MAGA is far right. And all of you are neoliberals. You guys use words that you have no idea what they're talking about. No idea. You have no earthly idea how any of these political concepts work.
You gotta introduce them to the Overton window first, and then talk to them about the shift. You're asking for too much at once.
They probably think that's like
the books first,
right? Talking to them about Overton window, they probably think it's like some special window in a building that they look out onto,
Scenic views. It has
right.
the greatest, the bigliest of scenic views.
Right.
Check it out. Google it. Google the Overton window. Such great photos. Try to trick them.
They're like the Uber Eats window.
The Uber Eats window. Ah, yes. I did see you, my love. I did. I actually screenshotted it. Talking to Chelsea. I love me some Chelsea.
Yeah, but I mean, these concepts are not hard. They're not hard. And it would be very easily implemented. No, everybody would have a task within society. Everybody has a task within like you guys are under the impression, right? Because billionaires told you that you have to believe this, that you have to work until you're 67. Isn't that what they raised the age to? Or they going up now to 69, I think?
They would like to. I mean, they're ineffectually trying
that you
to
should
the
labor.
demolishment of it.
Right, that you should labor until you're 69 years old, and then maybe, just maybe, if you're lucky, you have one, enough money, and two, enough life left in your body to live for like 5 years. Because the average person dies within 5 years of retiring. So y'all are looking to labor your whole life. Some of y'all, say you believe in a deity of some sort. If there's a deity, you think that deity created you specifically for labor? Everybody has, right, something they contribute to society. Imagine if people had more free time, the wondrous things they could do. If people were collectively working towards the same means and everybody had equitable access to the same level of education, healthcare, housing, food, clean water, then people would have more available time to do things that they're passionate about and would have no problem, right? Because studies show that being incentivized, right? Being incentivized to do things makes you better at the thing that you're being incentivized to do.
Yep. Pursuing your passions out of enjoyment and not necessity also breeds creativity and innovation.
Correct. Capitalism does not breed innovation. That's why we have 17,000 different brands of Coke sitting on the shelf. That's not innovative.
But just there's something for everyone, right? Even if you are a differently abled person or even a child, there's things that you enjoy doing, and you should be able to turn that enjoyment into your life's work. Like everybody, every single person on this planet has value. No matter what your ability status is, no matter what your age, every single person has something that they love, that they should be able to contribute without having to put capitalism ahead of that.
Capitalism does not drive innovation at all. Capitalism stifles innovation. Capitalism stifles innovations. If you take a company like Amazon, and there's somebody on Amazon who created a product and now they're selling that product, and Amazon sees that that product is doing well, Amazon will have some company in China make it at dirt cheap, right? Litigate you in court until you're fucking poor and sell it as an Amazon recommended item, completely washing you out of the market. And they didn't create anything better. Your product was probably even better quality. They just created something that was close enough to get the job done. Then in addition to that, corporations will buy up patents for things that challenge the products that they sell and then table those innovative ideas so that they can keep selling you the newest iPhone that has one thing changed in it from the last one, so that you are stuck in a perpetual chain of
Consumerism.
Yeah, consumerism, but also they make the product so that they're intentionally regenerative.
Nobody, Wu-Tang. That's the answer to your question. Nobody.
And what's crazy is when they automate all the jobs, what are y'all gonna do then? And by 2040, the vast majority of service industry and manufacturing jobs will be automated. What are you going to do then? Like, you guys have the foresight of a goldfish. Like, they change one camera lens on the new phone and you're like, yup, gotta have it. And you call that innovation. For the naysayers in the comments, this is not a conversation or, you know what I'm saying, intellectual dialogue that you can win with me. At all. Like cell phones in general, we have because of a communist nation, or what you guys would call a communist nation. The internet was created using socialism, and then they sold it back to you, something you already paid for, that your tax dollars paid to create, and then they sold it back to you.
Right, Waking Bones, the stock numbers. What is the purpose of stock?
How did the stock market start?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah! That's right. Deny, defend, depose.
Yeah, Jess, I totally understand that. But like I said, you know, when people are able to focus on their passions because they're passionate about it and not because they need to pay their bills, they have more time to avoid burnout. That's something that's extremely prevalent in medical research and medical care. Burnout is a big deal. So when people are able to enjoy things and not have that stress, you're able to be more creative. And even with, you know, medical research, creativity is essential. It helps, you know, you have to be able to think outside the box to challenge what we already know and push it to limits that lead to discovery, scientific discovery and cures and new diagnoses and new symptoms that fit into diagnoses. So, you know, when you're burnt out, your brain isn't able to do those things.
Yeah.
At least not at a high rate. Nah, no, you don't. Stop it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna block them. Like, you don't even deserve to be on TikTok, weirdo with 4 followers and no PFP. Go find something else to do. Go knit a blanket.
The TikTok ban will be held off. It's gonna end up being in litigation for a while.
So if when we're talking about creativity, right? Creativity is bred out of necessity for solving an issue, right? The wheel was created to solve an issue. Blood transfusions created to solve an issue. Being able to store blood created to solve an issue. The cotton gin created to solve an issue. All of these things are created to solve issues. They weren't worried about capitalism when they created the wheel. When they built the pyramids, they weren't concerned with capitalism.
When they discovered fire.
Right. Capitalism was not on their mind.
Yep.
Like being able to transport myself from point A to point B in a more efficient manner is why they created wagons and threw horses on them. And then say, how can we make this even faster? Let's put an engine on it and get rid of the horse.
Yep.
It's human beings
That's what
that
you went
said,
with, Brad.
you got to have money for this.
Yep. I think my laugh would make a better soundbite, Brad.
I tried to get Jones's yeehaw earlier. I thought that would have been funny as hell.
No, aliens didn't build the pyramids. Actually, that's like kind of racist and xenophobic in nature. This idea that aliens built the pyramids is wild to me. Kristen, thank you so much for the $55. I love to educate. It's something I would necessarily do freely. But capitalism.
You know what I like most about these discussions? Like, I have very much the science mind, right? I like to look at things from so many different perspectives. And so when we have talks like this, like, it really gets my creativity going because I'm able to look at things from a different perspective. And just like you were talking about solving problems, things that we know exist, like when we're engaging in dialogue like this, I'm like, oh yeah, but I didn't think about it from this way. And if we do it this way, we might be able to solve this problem and this problem. Like, I love stuff like this. I love dissecting things.
Yeah. Somebody says in an ideal world, you want all people to have equal pay, even if they are less productive. Again, nobody in our society is more valuable than another. Nobody is more valuable than another. I don't know what your measure of productivity is, but if somebody just likes to sing, there's room for the arts. Let them sing. If somebody just likes to draw or create, or paint or create artwork, that's a necessity in a society. Just let them do that. If somebody just wants to fucking backpack all across the world, let them do that. Because guess what? They'll be able to meet different cultures and meet different people and then have a story to tell to other people and tell you the do's and don'ts of where to go. Like, nobody in a society is more productive than another. People should have the same access to food, water, healthcare, education. Did I miss one? And housing. Everybody should have the same access to that. Now, if I, myself and my partner have 5 kids, then I would have a house that has 5 bedrooms at least, to house my kids. But if, Riggs is just him and his wife, he don't need 5 bedrooms. Maybe 3 in case they have guests come over or something like that. And then if they want to use their ingenuity and resources to add additional rooms or add additional space onto their house, then cool, do that. But we're going to give you what you need. Your material conditions would be met. What up, Rig?
What's going on, guys?
Chilling, bro.
I've been making my round today.
I appreciate it.
I don't know why it's such a hard concept to get, but my thing is, why give it to the billionaires?
Right.
Put everything down. Right. These guys are not even for us. That's why I was like, that's what really don't make no sense. Like, we're all closer to being homeless than we are being billionaires.
Facts.
And they rigging the system. Look at that. Look at the boy who just got clapped. That CEO, man. When they got him out here on that, straight Assassin's Creed style, nobody was feeling sympathetic for him. His own shareholders held the meeting without him.
Yep, sure did. Kept it moving.
The stock price went up 2%.
Yep.
The comments was straight roasting the hell out of him because you want to know why? Because when you make billions destroying other people's lives, no one gives a damn about you.
Yeah.
When you get what you got coming to you.
This person in the comments said, I disagree. I think a doctor is more valuable than the doctor's receptionist. Riggs, no rads. And I, as a firefighter EMT, we all worked in the medical field in some form or fashion, right? Would any doctor that you know survive without the receptionist?
Nope, not the nurse, not the receptionist, not the MA, not a single other person.
How much time does a doctor spend with patients comparatively to all of those other people?
Doctors on average spend about, I think they're 20-minute appointment slots, but they spend about 7 actual minutes conversing with the patient.
It's 5 to 10 minutes that they actually spend with the patient. So how is it that this person who does the least amount of work, the most important, he's not scheduling the appointment, the nurse does the vast majority of the triage,
And FYI, after you've worked in healthcare, like I know many nurses who actually are teaching the physicians what they should and shouldn't be doing in regards to their patients, particularly at the hospital level. Those floor nurses, they know their shit. Doctors are the ones who are, and not to say that doctors aren't valuable, because they very much are, but a lot of the times people who are able to treat and diagnose and provide care are unable to do that because of licensure requirements. Am I saying get rid of that? No, I'm not. I'm just saying that it's a barrier in care.
But you notice how they completely disregarded anything that I said prior to that. If everybody has equitable access to housing, healthcare, food, water, and education, we'd have more doctors. And then we wouldn't have backups at hospitals. We wouldn't have, you know what I'm saying, you having to wait 2 or 3 months to see a specialist. You could just go, and guess what? Now that doctor who is a specialist or works at an ER hospital or is a surgeon is not working, you know what I'm saying, 36-hour rotations. He can literally just, hey, when do you need me? If I'm the only person available, I'd be glad to come in. And then he has free time to spend with his family and build a family and do things that he loves and cares about outside of just being a doctor. But y'all don't get that. That's why Cuba's #1 export is doctors.
You know what kills me is that America has the strongest economy on planet Earth. What are we reaping from that? What's the benefit for that for the citizens? You got other countries out here that have universal health care. No one has to go broke for appointments and worrying about having their kids on coverage and having your stuff tied to a job. This is the problem with this unbridled capitalistic approach. It's just devouring everything. It's devouring society to make classes of people that we don't need. What good has Elon Musk done for us? Right, being the richest man in the world, he spent $44 billion to destroy Twitter and turn it into 4chan. Right, he's pushed every person out. He's never created a damn thing. He's just came in and colonized and got government handouts, and now he wants to weaponize that for more misery. So why do we even need people like this in society? There's a class, it's a reason why these guys, what is that money doing? It's not helping society, it is for one man's ego. And it's being weaponized to buy elections and everything else. And this is what's really going to bring us to our knees. All societies cannot function. Once that gap between rich and poor get to a point, societies crumble. And that's the real danger. We'll keep catering to this damn billionaire class.
Rome, Germany, Italy under Mussolini. Like we've seen all of this play out already. We saw it play out in the Great Depression. There's people literally driving around, you know what I'm saying, in Mercedes-Benz and Bentleys, and all of the people that worked to help them get that money, because they didn't work to get that money, all the people that worked to help them get that money were literally living in the streets or, you know what I'm saying, in leaky basements of rundown buildings. And y'all are like, yeah, let's do that again.
It's simple, man. Elon bought himself a president, basically.
I don't disagree.
He did.
Like, I just don't understand, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's weird to me. It's weird to me. In 2016, hold on one second. In 2016, all I heard conservatives talk about is catering to the elites, to the democratic elites. And now they're out here caping for billionaires. We shouldn't tax the billionaires.
You know what I heard that freaked me out?
Can afford it.
You got to hear this, Union. So you know how Sebastian Gorka, right? You know him, the one that Trump got in his cabinet now. So Sebastian Gorka is known for openly using the word colored when he talks in interviews. He calls black people colored. You know what I'm hearing Black MAGA saying now, Union? This is freaking me out. They're literally, I heard my own ears. They're literally saying, well, you know, I am colored. They're saying that now. Have they forgot about colored only drinking fountains and colored only bathrooms? It's out the window. They are literally saying that I am colored, and it doesn't bother them at all.
Well, you have to
you
understand
imagine
that buck dancers serve one purpose, man.
I can't even
To
comprehend.
propagate white supremacy. Have you guys heard the latest from the conservative twins? How they
I
when
won't
they
watch
interviewed David Duke?
I won't watch them.
Because they actually gave David Duke an N-word pass card, right, in his interview. And so they're buck dancing for. They remember this guy is actually catering to a Klansman and trying to turn it on his head. This is what they do for their coins. That's why I tell you it's impossible to be pro-black and pro-Trump because everything about them is white supremacist. And I dropped on my last video. If y'all want to check it out, it's my last video here and on my Instagram. The highlights of their little thing. This is what they do. And that's the only card they have because the tokens get spent. As you can see, there's no black jobs in this administration. They got you HUD. They got the one token. So after that, that's it. All the other buck dancing, y'all just doing that for likes, clicks, and follows. This is their purpose, to prop up white supremacy at any cost, and that's why we have to cut them Negroes off.
And Mr. Jones, if you're wondering why people are like this, I'll just put it to you this way. 52% of adult Americans are at a 5th grade level and below. That's it. That's the only explanation I got, is they're just goddamn dummies.
My 8-year-old reads at that level.
That's what I'm saying. And that's most of the country is at a 5th grade level and below.
Yeah. People were asking where they can get this ugly Christmas sweatshirt, whatever you want to call it. Is it in the TUFF store or is it in Trust
It's
Me,
in the
bro?
TUFF store with the I Am Intolerant.
Yes, you can also get, here, I'll show everybody the I Am Intolerant shirt as well. These are in the TUFF store. The I Am Intolerant you can get in a t-shirt and a hoodie. The other one is just the I Am Intolerant.
But you can't have that one because that one's mine.
Yeah. And then on the back, it says, because fascism should never be tolerated. It doesn't bother me. People say that you're the intolerant left. You goddamn right.
Johnny, we do not have stickers, but maybe we could work on that.
2 people can do that, can't they?
Yes, there are 2 people who can do it, but I don't know that they are
I think-
not obligated to other things that would impede that. So
I think Dill can
we'll see
get
what we
it.
can come up with.
I think Dill can get it done.
Do you think
Well, let's
Joe
not
Biden-
volunteer Jill for stuff. I'll talk to him.
Do you think Joe Biden's going to go through with the blanket pardons? I think he should.
Yep.
I think he should.
Brett.
Hand him out like Oprah.
Terry, I don't know. Let me check. I apologize. I was looking at other things. Yes, Terry. Yep.
Why do you
Gotcha.
think
I
he
see.
should? Why do you think he should go through with the blanket pardons?
To protect people that Trump is going to go after simply because they have a different opinion than him. He's not going after them legitimately. He's not people who just don't think like he thinks. He's going to go after Jack Smith. He's going to go after all of them. And I think he should give them blanket pardons and say, deal with it. I really wish, I really think if Biden wants to really hit Trump, pardon the J6 people.
I don't know about that. I don't agree with that at all.
Nah. Why would you do that? That sounds just as crazy as Manchin saying that he should pardon Trump himself. No,
No.
not at all, man. If they want to burn down democracy, let them. Look, guys. At the end of the day, they voted for this. So
I
whatever
know, man,
Orange
but-
Jesus do up in there, we gotta watch it coming in. And if I was Biden, I would have been canceled this stuff. He should have been in prison.
I
They
know.
had the opportunity.
thing
It should
is-
never came to a vote with this man with the crimes that he did.
The collateral
have you ever heard?
That's what bothers me.
Yeah,
We're
have you ever
we're
heard
gonna
of
pay for the
somebody?
collateral damage, man? Me, you, we're going to pay for the collateral.
Right.
Well, that's just part of it. But have you ever heard somebody being convicted of 34 felonies and they saying, "Hey, let's pause the sentencing indefinitely"? What the fuck? So they're showing you right now that it does not matter. Crimes don't matter. The rule of law does not matter. This man has surrounded himself with a bunch of criminals. This is the GTA 6 servers start January 20th, 2025. Get your cash from this economy while you can before it get wrecked.
Hey, listen, I've been trying. Let me try to give you a piece of advice. Y'all can listen to me or you can not listen to me, right? Bitcoin is still a scam, okay? Bitcoin is still a scam. You know what I'm saying? Like, Elon been using rug pulls on y'all for the longest, running up the numbers on a Bitcoin and then pulling the rug from underneath y'all, and then only the rich people, you know what I'm saying, make the money on it. Number one. Number two, if you own a home currently, our housing market is not nearly as stable as you think it is. And if he implements, you know what I'm saying, these things that he's talking about implementing, your housing prices will probably decrease, probably within the first year, by 40 or more %.
Isn't Elon trying to block other EV creators now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's trying to do the most, but here's
BlackRock does not control the housing market.
He don't have no legitimate authority. He will find that out once he starts doing this, because this Doge nonsense, it doesn't exist in the federal government, and so he's gonna get tied down very quickly. All this stuff he's talking about doing, bringing federal employees back to the office, man, that shit's over with. He gonna learn what a collective bargaining agreement is. That's what he's gonna find out. Him, Trump, other people, they've already put shit into place to like 2028. So the great thing about Project 2025, we know the plan, and you can start countering that shit. And that's what's happening in the government. There are people already doing and roundarounds. So a lot of this stuff is he's doing for like performative stuff. I don't think Elon Musk will be very effective at all. Who the hell is he go? He has no government rank. So what federal employee go listen to him? Fuck him, right? He's just a rich billionaire with a made up position for his ego.
The housing market was artificially inflated in the first place. That's what I don't think a lot of people are understanding. Between 2019 and 2022, the housing market was artificially inflated by the deregulation of HUD. For them being able to come in, you know what I'm saying, and buy corporations to buy housing, and multinational corporations at that, buy housing at well above market value for cash. You know what I'm saying? Essentially making it nearly impossible for the average citizen to buy a house anymore, because now they were priced out of the market. But it's not sustainable for that. It's not sustainable for those housing prices to stay the same, because people are going to start losing their homes because they can't afford them. When did we see this before, guys?
Not that long ago.
2008. So if people's
I
homes,
lost my first house on that bubble.
Exactly. If people's houses start going into foreclosure and our economy goes into recession because of all of the tariffs, and then trying to ship out, you know, a large portion of our workforce, right? And then cutting taxes again for the ultra wealthy, which the Fed is going to retaliate by raising interest rates again. And any of y'all that are still on these 3-1 or 5-1 arms, like, you guys don't understand. This is literally the perfect storm of fuckery. Sell your house or do whatever you can to get the money out of your house while you can. BlackRock does not own any houses. BlackRock invests in a company, American Homes for Rent, AMH, that controls 59,000 houses in the United States. 59,000 houses in the United States is not shit. BlackRock does not own or control the housing market.
No, just the problem with the whole thing was the deregulation. It's not one specific company. It was the deregulation that occurred.
Here is a sad fact: is when this
I don't know what happened.
There's no doubt about that. But here is the sad fact: is that Mr. Trump is going to point to who to blame, and they will believe him and blame that person, whoever it will be.
Yeah, he'll
That's
just
the
start
sad
firing cabinet members. I mean, there was a whole fucking revolving door of super clowns last time. He'll just start firing cabinet members, or then he'll say, oh, it was the Biden administration's policies that caused these problems.
And they'll believe him. That's the sad part, is they will say, yes, you're correct, because Elon's already patting the floor for them, saying the financial market's going to crash. It's going to be a hard time for us. He's already getting them ready. So when it happens, they're going to say, well, Elon said it was going to be a tough time for us for a few, he didn't say how long, but he's already patting the floor for them to get them ready. And they'll believe it. That's the sad part about the Trump supporters is
And here's the thing.
They believe it.
It won't be a tough time for billionaires because billionaires are insulated from that type of shit.
Correct.
In fact, they make more money during the calamity. That's why Trump don't have a problem burning everything down, because he go be a legitimate billionaire by the time he ends this term. Because what's going to stop him? He committed all these crimes and won, got the popular vote with it. So he really going in. And so everything that they're saying, that's why I say, let's watch it go burn down in the red states first. They're already putting legislation in Missouri to put bounties on so-called illegals and like $1,000 per head, and then form these little groups, MIL Team 6 teams, that go out here and become bounty hunters. So this is the type of things they're going to have to do because they don't have enough people. The current federal government does not have enough people to kick out 11 million people. They'll never get to those numbers anyway. Even if they use the military, they won't get to it. But I think if they get anywhere near 1 million, it's going to be open fighting in the streets. They're going to destroy those local economies, and it's going to be straight uprisings. So let's find out how much damage he can do and what he can't. I think they're pretty incompetent, so I doubt they can get half this shit done. But they will do enough to ruin the economy with these idiots they got up in there.
And is he being allowed to get these people through without the proper?
No, they said that they must, in fact, go through the FBI screening process, that they're not going to confirm anyone. And they stood 10 toes down on that. They also forced him to sign that ethics commitment. So everybody's doing what they can in the capacity that they can do it. But, like you guys are talking about the collective bargaining agreement for, what is it, the union is AFGE, and then there's like a couple of other ones, but I think the AFGE is the biggest one. The best thing you can do right now, especially if you work under an agency that deals with government contract, make sure that your collective bargaining agreement is up to date. You guys have like 30 days. Get it done. Finish it. About 30 days. Get it done. Finish it. Make sure that you have something solidified at least through the Donald Trump's term. Do what you can. Do what you can to protect yourself as workers and protect your company.
I want to, in fact, download a copy and know who your local union president is.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, they're gonna be in for a rude awakening. They're not going. The federal employees, a lot of these federal employees cannot be touched because they're not political appointees. They're permanent positions. Even if he was magically able to get rid of the Department of Education, those employees still gonna be there. So you go call them something else. You go call them something else. You go stick them somewhere, but you damn sure gonna pay them. Or you go pay them out to be out of there.
The people who think getting rid of the Department of Education and like the FDA and all those things, they're too stupid to understand that just because you got rid of the department by title, like those people still have to have jobs. They're contracted with the union collective bargaining agreement. Like they can't just fire them. And even if they tried to do that, it's going to be tied up in lawsuits for years.
Exactly. You'll have class action lawsuits out there. Yeah, he'd be making people millionaires. Mm-hmm. He'd be giving them damn golden parachutes.
I want to read this really quickly. There's a risk mortgage rates could inch even higher if Trump's policies prove more inflationary than expected. Higher mortgage rates can add hundreds of dollars in monthly costs for borrowers. Another issue is whether Trump's policies could widen the federal deficit, which impacts borrowing as well as the yield on the 10-year Treasury. The nonpartisan Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget forecasts that Trump's proposal would increase the federal budget deficit by $7.75 trillion. To pay interest on the debt, the government would likely have to issue more bonds like 10-year Treasuries. That could lead to investors demanding higher yields on the return they receive for investing in the bonds, and those yields rise. That would push mortgage rates higher. And they said that the rates will never get back to the 4 or 5% under Trump's first presidency because of these issues. Now imagine, right, putting 25% tariffs. Now mortgages are more expensive, right? Interest rates are going to inch higher. Now tack on the vast majority of our produce, fruits, vegetables, and things of that nature come from Central and South America. Grocery store prices are obviously going to be up. 60% of our oil comes from Canada, right? So now our gas prices are certainly going to be up in that regard. Then what about our wood, our steel, our aluminum that we use to build houses? That's going to go up. So even the new homes are going to be more expensive. We still haven't put more regulations on corporations from buying up homes. Like, all of this is a perfect storm to make it.
Bull, you have background noise. Bull, you have background noise. Thank you.
And they have no incentives as part of Project 2025 or Agenda 47 to create affordable housing. None. As a matter of fact, if you guys don't remember, he railed against affordable housing in his first term because he was like, why would we want these low-income people living in nice suburban neighborhoods?
Yep. Deregulate the Fair Housing Act.
So, Bull, you said "so what" in the chat. Why you say "so what"?
Because he's part of the 52%. That's why.
Joby. Bull, you can unmute now. I don't know if somebody muted you or you did it yourself, so I'm going to send you an invite. Bull, last chance or I'm going to kick you. Okay. Maybe you accepted the invite on accident, but you can't talk in the chat anymore. Too late, I already kicked you. Request again.
I feel a lot of apprehension on people who voted for him now. Do you guys feel that too?
I don't know if it's apprehension, but it's the weirdest thing to me that you could get what you asked for and then be mad about it.
That's what I'm saying. They seem a little like, uh-oh.
Nah, they're not uh-oh.
Ain't nobody
They just like to argue. Bull, what's going on?
You guys are the ones that's mad, and all this shit you're talking don't make no sense. It don't matter. He's your president. Stop being fucking traitors. Accept it.
No, sir.
Get a fucking job and live.
Is this another thing?
Sir, I'm gonna mute you again, and we already know that you. Okay, we already know that you fight, guys. We already know that you fight with the mute button. Okay, nobody is doing anything but exercising our First Amendment right, sir. Since you guys love the amendment so much, please understand that the First Amendment is there to afford you the opportunity to speak out and criticize your government. That is what we're doing. Do you not like the First Amendment?
Also, what's up?
Y'all can continue talking your bullshit. It don't matter to me. Bye.
All right, cool.
I wonder if he doesn't mind being colored.
I love you, Trump.
Yeah, how can you call? Hold on, somebody who actually committed a traitorous act against the United States. He voted for him for president, and then people that don't accept fascism are the traitors.
Right. Super triggered. So weird.
Yeah, Trump will never be my president.
No.
Never has been.
He's a felon,
never will
bro.
be.
He's the felon. He will always be a felon. No matter how they dress that shit up, he's a felon. For all time.
Ray, I sent you an invite. You come on up here and tell me what we're lying about. Please make sure that you have data and statistical evidence to back this up, because if you say that that's what you feel and that's what you believe, I'm going to laugh at you. Don't dodge the invite either. Don't be a coward.
Hey, Joby, I'm gonna make a little bit of space, bro. I appreciate you coming up.
Thank you for having me.
Till next time, man.
Peace.
Peace.
Blake, that man will never have my respect. He's an adjudicated rapist and a convicted felon. He will never have my respect.
Yeah, that's wild.
And guess what? You can't make me respect him.
Hold on, then bro Nelson say then move, and he's a subscriber.
Just so you guys know,
I'll block
Trump
subscribers.
can in fact vote, and I'm going to explain to you why. Because we, in transparency and fairness, when there is misinformation, we are going to correct it. He can in fact vote, and the reason for that is because his crime that he was convicted of was was issued in New York, right? So the state of Florida defers to the state of conviction. New York law dictates that if you are a convicted felon but you are not currently incarcerated, you are permitted to vote. So Donald Trump can in fact vote. Just so you know, I just want to make sure that there isn't misinformation and that we don't continue to spread misinformation.
Yeah, only specific states don't allow you to vote for after being a convicted felon. Hey guys, listen, there's 1,500 people in here, only $280 left in the daily goal. I think that a ton of educational information has been provided, not just by myself, but No Rads and the other people on the panel. Again, this is what allows myself and No Rads to continue to do the work in the community that we do. I gave you guys updates on the food forest that is currently in action. We're working on the school store. The school store we partnered with a local school so that we could donate toys and other gifts for like moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas that are going to be in a school store, and they're going to be able to collect holiday bucks, and those holiday bucks will allow them to buy gifts that they wouldn't otherwise be able to get for their friends and family members. I think it's an amazing initiative. You guys have already, helped out with that a lot, but the link to that is in the bio. My little 7-year-old big girl, my tiny big girl just turned, she just turned 7, Isabella. Isabella has a birthday wish list in the bio as well.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt your announcements. I thought you were finished.
Oh, nah.
Are you?
Yeah, go ahead. You got it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Donald Trump is registered to vote in the state of Florida. Mar-a-Lago is his residence, his residence of record, so he is a Florida voter. And then, of course, we have people spreading more misinformation like Melissa about the North Carolina disaster victims. The reason why they didn't get any more funding was because Mike Johnson, a Republican from the state of Louisiana, the Speaker of the House, refused to call a special session so that they can vote for more funding for FEMA, because FEMA is funded by allocation, which means Congress has to fund it. He said that he would not do that until after the election, so he politicized the tragedy of other people in order to advance Donald Trump into office. It was one of the many things that they did. And he used the suffering of other people to do so. So if you're mad with anyone, then you should be mad with the Republican Party, specifically, again, Mike Johnson, the Republican from the state of Louisiana, the current Speaker of the House. Guys, I read. I know these things. If you'd like to know them as well, I'm happy to have a conversation with you. But if you're just going to spout misinformation, you're going to get your feelings hurt. I can give you Mike Johnson's office number, but you can also Google it. You can tell him what a terrible job he's doing and that you won't vote for him again if you're one of his constituents. If you're not one of his constituents, you can also feel free to tell his office that you will be making grassroots donations to whomever goes to oppose him in the next election cycle. They love to hear that. Tickles their fancy.
Hey, No Raz, check your text.
Sure. I don't have any texts from you, though. It was on there. Did it get moved? I'll check it right now. But I put it on there, you were sitting right next to me.
Maybe I don't know what I'm doing.
So, what is a communist?
That makes my stomach turn.
You about to break their brain.
It's the very first thing on the list. It's above connect.
What does that mean?
So if you're on your link tree, it says Mr. Jones X building.
I know when I click on it, it don't go to nothing.
There. I'm looking at it.
You ask them
straight to it.
They don't go.
Communist.
It's not going
Kamala Harris.
All right, I'll sign in.
And I don't have access to it.
Can I answer the question?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I signed out of my account. It's there. It's available. I can see it.
We got a lot of work going on.
Are you gonna use those in your lives, Brad? People are gonna get so confused.
Absolutely.
I don't know what's wrong with my phone then, because I definitely can't access it at all. Thank you, Melody. I appreciate you.
Yes, guys, just in case you missed it earlier, Brett did catch a banana. This is Brett's backup account. If you are not following this account, make sure that you hit that follow so that you can still actively engage in Brett's live streams. He does a lot of great live streams with some subjects that are a little controversial for some, so it does invite some good discussion. Please do not miss his live streams. I sometimes don't actively participate in the chat, but I do be lurking, Brett.
Oh, I see you. I see you. And thank you so much for that. Yeah, it's having to start over. It sucks.
Sure does.
But also, I'm seeing that goal right there is still staying around 270 and everything. If you want me to continue to use my soundboard, which is hilarious, let's knock that number down.
I need to get a soundboard so when people send me the gifts that I have to do animal noises to, I can just push the button and I don't have to keep doing it. Because yesterday
My
I had
stream
to
deck is hella fun.
Yeah, I had to yell tiny diny like 8,000 times and bark like a dog for like a solid 5 minutes, and it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, that number at 270, guys. So we gotta.
So what?
Nope, wrong one.
We got a lot of work going on. Yeah, Amanda, it is not there. I promise you.
My animal noises. All right, I'll do it from my phone instead of from. Shit, I'm gonna kick myself, I think. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. If you guys magically see me disappear, it's because I was on my phone earlier, and I just accidentally came into the live stream from the same account, and sometimes it'll kick you.
TikTok has been weird lately.
Oh, if you do it from the same account, it does that. Bro, why do you have different link trees? You have 3 different link trees linked in your account. That's why.
What do you mean 3 different link trees? I don't know what you mean.
When you click on the thing underneath your name, it says link tree and 2 more. There's 3 different link trees there. None of them, only the top one is the correct one. Let me edit it for you. Hold on. Yikes on bikes.
No, I clicked Izzy's birthday list, and it shows me a bunch of lists, but none of them are hers.
That app is glitching. Hold on. It just worked for me. Izzy's birthday list. Nope, I'm looking at it. It's you, my friend.
Yeah, it's working for me too.
Yeah, it's just you.
Well, here, I'm gonna screen share it and show you.
Yeah, people are saying it worked for them. Ray said they were just looking at it. How's up?
Watch. Share my screen. Okay. Let me go back.
That's pretty.
What?
Nothing.
Okay, watch this. Can you see it?
I'm watching. I can.
Izzy's birthday list. Come on. I did this 9 times. I did this 9 times and it didn't come up.
Did it come up now?
Yo, this is crazy. She did something. Nah, she did something in the background.
I did not. I told you what I was doing as I was doing it. I just went to your link tree and clicked on it.
Bye.
Why are you trying to make me look bad? Like I don't know what I'm doing. Yikes.
I guess because I'm a boomer.
It's okay. You just apologize. Tell me you love me. It'll be fine. Tell me you love me and call me pretty. Ooh, really?
I need to make that a sound just for Jones. Just boomer.
Right.
Because every time he has a boomer moment. Boomer.
That's crazy. I literally clicked that joint 100 times.
But did you though?
Literally.
Did you?
Whatever, man.
John's over there with like 6 link trees and everything.
I guess it's
For
working
all-
now.
Yep.
Witchcraft!
For all of you that, thank you, Kira. See, Kira loves me. For all of you that follow me on this account today, I appreciate you. I am in timeout until December 10th. This is my backup account. My main account is the same but instead of periods, it's underscores. That is where I don't put my shitpost content. I put actual content. So if you want to follow me over there, I will be back over there on December 10th, and you'll find me there. I did nothing.
Has anybody found out where the party's at for MAGA? Why they so bitter? I thought they won.
I don't know what they're angry about. I will tell you that that it seems like they got angrier afterwards, which I can't make sense of. I guess they got angry that everybody didn't kiss the ring.
Yeah, that's not my personality, like, at all.
Oh, guys.
Or they was looking forward to the fighting, and it didn't happen because he won. It's like, oh, hey, Civil War II's been canceled, fellas. It's been canceled.
Oh, they was looking forward to it?
They wanted to use their firearms. I've been practicing out in the backyard.
The Capitol and get rid
Practicing
of
out in the
Kamala.
yard. Shooting some Bud Light. Getting ready for them liberals.
Shooting Bud Light is crazy.
Gonna go down there and get my brother Billy Bob Joe Jack George, and we gonna take over this tyrannical government.
Thank you, Nikita. I appreciate you for the $5. We whittling it down, y'all. We whittling it down. Hold on one second. I'm gonna be on. Let me pull that account up.
Hey, you have a meeting at 2 o'clock.
I know that. I know.
Okay.
I'm gonna be on this account tomorrow because I want to learn how to use. I want to learn how to use TikTok Studio, so I'm gonna be on this account tomorrow so I can try to learn how to use TikTok Studio because I want to try some other things, like add the soundboard. Also, I'm gonna have people that can call in from YouTube, so that when there's not, ops on here, they'll, you know what I'm saying? There's always ops on YouTube. The people on YouTube be crashing out.
Next level.
Check your
Get the
PayPal.
phone calls and get spicy.
We got a lot of work going on.
I haven't been on YouTube in a while. Do they still hate me as much now as they did the last time you were on YouTube? Yep.
Oh, I'm sure.
I hate you right back. Mwah.
Gene said that wasn't a boomer moment. You had a MAGA brain for a minute.
Yo, Woodrow, what? That is disgusting. Like, that's vile, bro.
What happened?
The fact that you would even think of something like that is just absolutely diabolical. Like, in the worst of ways. But they always go to, like, genitals and children or both at the same time. Like, it's so fucking disturbing.
Nikita, thank you. Okay. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate you. Thank you, Christina. So we only got 235 left, y'all. 235 left. There's like 1,400 people in here. We can hit that. Hakeem, what's up?
What's happening? I've been on this panel before, and you kicked me out the last time. You don't remember that?
Bro, no.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
No, but it sounds like you've been holding a very huge grudge on my dad for a while now. So.
That's crazy.
On your dad. On your dad. On your dad. I ain't got no grudge on your dad. Who was your dad?
If you have any grievances, now's your time to let it out.
Yeah, so basically you kicked me off because I gave you an opinion on why I originally wanted to vote for Trump in the beginning.
Wait,
and then
you voted for Trump?
No, I voted for Harris.
Thank
so
you,
see, that's
Silver.
the problem. But the thing is, y'all act like people have to be biased and when they speak their opinions. I wanted to explain to you why I had intentions on voting for him in the first place. But then once I explained one thing, you had a problem with it, and I spoke on the economy being protected.
Exactly.
Mine's better.
So, wait. which, yeah, did you come up here just to be mad at me, or? Blanca, thank you so much for the $100. Big W, Blanca.
No,
Big W, Blanca.
No.
Big W,
No,
Blanca
not
for
the-
the 130. I mean, for the $100. Only 130 left, y'all. We got like 15 minutes to wrap it up, and I got to get to a meeting.
It's impossible to be pro-black and pro-Trump, for the record.
Didn't I just freaking say that I didn't vote for him? And then why the heck y'all keep bringing up race trying to
We're
attack
just
people?
talking, bro. Calm down.
Be pro-black. That's the problem with some of y'all boy right now. Y'all look at race too freaking much. It wasn't always about freaking race, cause you gotta look
It's
at
about
bigger
race,
picture.
bro. It's about race.
No, it's not.
It's about
Cause
race,
I done spoke to cats just like you who done called me a Sambo just because they asked me if black people they asked me if black people can be racist. I say yes, we can.
Yes, that sounds like samples. See?
No, that's not a sample. That's true.
Hold on,
We
bro.
can be racist. Can
we
we
got a
not?
whole song for you, bro. We got you. Hold on.
No, I don't want to hear no damn song.
I love you.
I don't want to hear that damn song.
You did some good stuff.
And guess
boy.
what?
You saved
Guess what,
us from
fam?
the bushes.
You know that the people
I'm
I
a
was on the
real
panel
tap
with.
dancer.
Guess what?
I
U.S.
love you.
Old boy that look just like you.
love you.
He look just like you. Guess what? How y'all grown at? How y'all grown men? How y'all grown men? Y'all grown men with y'all nails painted. Y'all grown men with y'all fingernails painted, bruh. Like a bunch of little bitches. What type of man
Like I
paints
hear
his
you, man.
fingernails,
So
bruh?
once again,
Come on, bruh.
what's your
Come
grinder
on,
account,
bruh.
bro? Because we already
Bruh.
know if you a straight black male, why you worried about somebody painting nails?
It ain't
Clearly,
yeah. How the
man,
heck?
every
How the heck? How the heck?
accusation,
How the
you
heck can you
protesting
call
too
me a
much,
sample?
bro.
Because I gave an
You
opinion, an honest
protesting.
opinion.
That we give you an honest assessment, Sambo. That's how it is.
You
If
can call me
act
a
like a
sample
book
all you
dancer,
want, boy. You don't
if
know
you
me
look
in the
like it,
air,
that's it.
bruh.
That's what you
Bruh,
is.
you
You a
don't know
tap
me in the
dancer.
air, fam.
You's a tap dancer,
No,
sir.
that's
Yes, sir. You from the
no,
Motisa
bruh,
tribe.
no,
Yes,
bruh.
you
You being
are.
illogical with the truth.
Yeah, some white folks wasn't so bad
Anybody
to
could
us.
be racist.
Yes.
Anybody could be racist, fam.
Yes.
No, they can't.
Yeah, we can be racist.
You see, there
No,
you
we
go.
can't.
You're proving my point
Oh,
there,
please,
Sambo.
oh, get out of here.
You're
Get out of
proving
here.
my
Y'all don't like
point.
the truth. Y'all want people to be biased. I told y'all I voted for Harris for a reason, all right? I fight for
No,
the
didn't
people,
happen.
all right?
Nope.
Me, I don't mind other people's business, but the
Show,
fact
let's see the
is, y'all
receipts.
call me a Sambo.
Let's see the
Y'all
ballot.
call
Let's
me
see
a
the
All right,
ballot.
guys, all
Y'all
right,
want
man,
me to
chill
be
out,
biased,
chill out, chill
y'all
out. Too
have-
fucking much, too much.
Yo.
Shut up, please.
Why are
Please
you
shut
so
up.
upset, dude?
Jesus
we were
Christ.
just talking.
We're gonna take a quick poll. There's like 1,300 people in here. I'm gonna ask everybody in the chat. Hey, can black people be racist? And smiley face for no, sad face for yes. So if you think that they can be racist, hit the sad face.
Exactly. I see plenty of smiley faces. So
I
tell
don't
me
think
I
they
cap.
understood. I don't think they understood the assignment.
Yeah, they understand, man. You capping. You can't deal with the freaking truth.
not
You and that
capping.
boy right there.
Here, I'll try. I'll do it again.
What?
Relax, bro.
Y'all some clowns, bro.
Okay.
He's so triggered. You're not
I
gonna
ain't
save
triggered.
him, bro.
I'm sick and tired of
As
y'all
much as
putting
you
Mrs.
tap
Doctor.
dance,
Okay.
Stop putting
you
Mrs.
tap
Doctor
dance,
in
you're not
black
gonna
people's
get
head, bro.
Shut your emotional ass up, bro. Jesus Christ. My fucking daughters don't even act like this. Okay, guys. We can do it the opposite way. You decide. But I said smiley face if you think that black people can be racist. Sad face if you think they can't be racist.
Oh, no, I heard the
said
opposite.
it backwards the first time.
Oh, I
So
did?
they were doing it right.
Oh, they were doing it right? Okay, well then fine.
Yeah,
Keep it the same
you
way.
just said it
So if I'm right, hit the smiley face. If
Hold on.
I'm wrong,
Hold on.
hit the sad face.
Hold on, there's some confusion. Guys, at the bottom of the screen, right above the chat bar, is where you hit the thing. You don't type the emoji.
If you agree
Yeah,
with
it's gonna
me,
pop up on
if you
the
agree
screen.
with me, hit the smiley face. If you agree with Hakeem, hit the sad face.
Guys, it's not even up there yet.
It's up there now.
Now hit it. See it at the bottom of the screen? It says vote now. That's what you're going to do. You're going to click that.
Bruh, you just switched up the whole thing. I was winning, and guess what? You switched it up, bruh, because you know you wrong. You know you wrong. And your audience is biased, friend. Your audience is biased, bruh.
You know that
How the
around
heck
these
you know
people are.
any-
You know that more than 50% of these people are white, right?
I don't give a damn what they is. All I know is I'm right. So you can't call me no
But you're
freaking
not right.
sample when I give
Okay,
honest
great.
opinion.
Here, let's just see if you're even
You're right,
educated
Sample.
enough to have this conversation. Who invented race?
Race is a social construct.
Created by whom?
YT people.
Who specifically?
I don't know. It was YT, some YT person. So what does it matter?
Gomez de Zerara. Why did he create it?
I guess for like class reasons, you know, like it's a social contract, so you know it represents class and stuff like that.
He created it so that he could justify to the Catholic Church the unaliving of indigenous people across the globe and the enslavement of black people in the Americas. Now, race was created to put white people at the top of a social hierarchical structure. Racism is the systems, right, in which keep that social hierarchical structure in place. So if race, right, was created so that white people could be at the top of a social hierarchy, and racism is the systems in place to keep them there, how can I as a black person be racist to someone else when I don't sit at the top of the social hierarchical structure?
But guess what? We could get to the hierarchy, can't we? Okay, exactly. The thing is this is the problem with some of y'all boys. The problem with some of y'all.
Hakeem, why are you on 10, bro? Nobody else is on 10. Like, we can have a
He
conversation.
think
You
he
don't
gonna
have to
get
yell
picked.
into microphone.
If
Like,
you
just
buck their ass
you can
hard
be
enough,
loud
they'll pick
and
you.
wrong, friend. Like, you can just talk. It's okay.
I literally just explained to him why it's not a thing. Like, if No Rads was being, you know what I'm saying, nasty to me, she's or looking down on me, she's not being misogynist. There's a different word for that. So can black people be bigoted? Sure. Can black people be racist? No, because racist means you participate in racism. Like if I was a dentist, then it means I participate in dentistry, right? If I was an oncologist, that means I participate in oncology. I can't participate in keeping white people at the top of a social hierarchical structure. Nor can I replace, you know what I'm saying, them in said social hierarchy. That's not how this works. But maybe you should read books, friend. Yeah, read books and then come back next time when you know how to emotionally regulate, okay?
Hey, before you have to get off, you need to check Cash App and PayPal.
Sorry, yeah.
That's okay. I just want to remind you before you logged off so that you can acknowledge.
Gene said black people can't be racist because they are the oppressed. White people created the system. Also, there's no slurs for white people. I say this as a white man. Agreed with you 1,000%, Gene. Gene would be knowing what he's talking about.
Mm-hmm. Gene also cracks me up.
Aries Diva, thank you so much for the $100. Big W, Aries. And then thank you, Ellery, for the $10. There's only $20 left. If one of y'all feels so kind or inclined to knock that out, we got like 8 minutes left. There's no such thing as slurs for white people. That's not how that works. Slurs would insinuate, man, I feel like all I do is teach anti-racism. I just need to go back to that. Teaching anti-misogyny and anti-racism to people. So, no, there's no slurs for white people. If you're thinking like the word cracker is a slur, it's not. It was actually a term of endearment that they used amongst themselves. Here in the state of Florida, at our state fair, we have something called Crackertown USA. It's at our state fair every single year. It's, you know what I'm saying? I don't personally go in there, but it talks about the history of the Scotch-Irish people and why they use that term and the places that they migrated to here in the United States. One of them being in New York. They have it there as well. So yes, that's not a slur at all. Honky was used in cowboy language, and it's also a term of endearment amongst white, you know what I'm saying, cowboys. Like these are terms that white people created for other white people. Like Karen's not a slur, that's just somebody's name. It might be rude to call you something other than your name. Catherine, thank you so much for the $20. W. Catherine. It might be rude for somebody to use something other than your name, but like none of the things that you can say are slurs have brought you any historical harm. The N-word has brought historical harm to black people. Calling people certain Asian people certain things has brought historical harm to them.
Someone said check your Venmo.
Okay, but yeah, none of these things have brought in historical harm to you. Akila, thank you so much for the $50, and thank you for saying my name correctly. No problem. Yeah, like you guys, it's important if you're gonna engage in these topics, right? Like if you just want to keep turning a blind eye to it, I'd rather you do that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd rather you just do that. I'd rather you just keep turning a blind eye to it and acting like it doesn't have any affect on you. But if you're going to engage in these conversations, or if you're going to make, statements that you believe to be true, I want you guys to actually do the research and look into these things for yourself first. Like actually read books on these things. Malcolm, thank you so much. Tiffany, thank you so much as well. Like I want you guys to actually, read into this stuff so that you're at least speaking from an educated standpoint. Because when you have not educated yourself and you know what I'm saying, you make these claims, right? These positive claims, all you're doing is furthering the racial divide, furthering the racial tension, making people even more upset with you because after all these fucking years, you still don't listen. Thank you, Doug Raid. Thank you, Dougie Ray. Because after all these years and all these people telling you, you still don't listen. And it's frustrating. And it's frustrating.
All right, guys, I need a mental break before.
Yep. Hey, so I got to jump on a conference call. This conference call that I'm about to jump on is about building and Rig, I'm going to hit you up later after I get off of it. But it's about building an Amazon-like platform specifically for black-owned companies.
Sweet. That sounds like a great idea, guys.
Yeah,
so
specifically for black and marginalized and other marginalized communities, but specifically, you know what I'm saying, for black-owned companies. So yeah, that's what I'm about to jump on this conference call about. So wish us luck, I guess.
Good luck.
Hell yeah. Good stuff. Sounds great, man.
All right, man.
Talk to the people, baby.
Yep.
Bye, everybody. I'll see you guys later. I'm going to make the men cry.
Bye, you too.